Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome to mildly unstable Stamford Bridge today, as I can hear the internet creaking around me.
Hopefully everything works out fine.
Yeah, hopefully. The Kick site is having a hard time. Twitter's having a little bit of problems. Surprisingly, YouTube is stable, though. If there was anything I'd expect to have problems, it'd be YouTube, but not for the moment, at least.
Good news.
As today, we are going to talk about something else that's creaking in the distance. The entirety of the English political establishment.
It's been fun, hasn't it? It hasn't even been a week yet.
No, what was it? 70 or 60,000 political party members in 48 hours.
Well, I don't know about 48 hours, but it was 70,000 by this morning. So that's pretty good.
That's
good
pretty
start.
Good. They were polling above the Liberal Democrats for a while there too.
Yeah, although so the way that polling works, you get organic polls and push polls, right? So organic polls where they don't prompt for particular parties, and then push polls where they do prompt for particular parties. And then you get a kind of mix where they prompt for the major parties, and then they have an other category. And so in a poll where they were prompting, would you vote for a Rupert Lowe party? 10% of people said yes, I would vote for a Rupert Lowe party. And so Farage came out and was like, well, I mean, they mentioned his name. That's how you end up, getting a result. And it's like, okay, but they all mention your name when you're in the polls, Nige. It's like, do you want to vote for Restore? And 20% of people, 30% of people say yes. Reform. Not Restore, that's from the Rupers. And so it's like, well, turnabout is fair play here. But there was a poll that came out today where other as a political category, which is normally 2 or 3%, maybe 4% at most in most ones, was 7%. And everyone's like, oh, what's what you got in that other category, lads? And of course the data doesn't show, it's just other. So right, there we are. There's Rupert already. Yep. All of the other parties are down by a few percent, and other is suddenly 7%. When is other at 7% in a political poll?
Trick or treat.
That is mad.
Your feet.
Yep, it's been a pretty massive surge, no doubt about it.
Yeah, and that is an organic result in just a non, or at least putatively non-aligned poll. So there's definitely legs to this, and it's definitely going somewhere.
Yes, and it's also important to point out that basically all of this has been prompted solely by Rupert Lowe's reputation at this point.
Yes, and the desperate need for people to have a genuine political party that works for them and not another country or minorities.
Yep, a man comes out and says millions must go, and suddenly everyone's like, yes!
Well, the killer line, and I said this to Rupert in my interview with him today, was where he said, "This is Britain, and we will do things our way." That was the killer line. That shows this is a party for the British people, not for some other people, for us. And I think that's what really got everyone excited. So, fucking finally, I'm going to have political representation, which is something I haven't been able to say for, ever before. Actually, now I think about it. So it's nice to finally have some political representation.
It is indeed. My one complaint is that restore and reform are annoyingly similar words.
I know. I did say, look, I don't like RE words. Everyone's got an RE word. We shouldn't have that. But I mean, it does at least still make semantic sense. Because Reform UK, as Nigel Farage has shown, I mean, Robert Jemerick gave his what I'm going to do as Chancellor of the Exchequer speech. Now, he's not an economist, so don't know why he's got that position, but whatever, it's Nigel's shit show. He came out and he basically was like, right, I'm not going to touch any of the Blairite modifications to the Constitution. So one terrible thing that Blair did very, very quickly into his tenure was make the Bank of England, quote unquote, independent of the government. Now, what the fuck does that mean? Well, it means unaccountable, Because before, the Bank of England was accountable to a minister in the government, and the minister was elected by the public. So there is at least some chain of accountability there, where you can see how the public, if they're not happy with the way the bank is running the economy or the monetary system, they could vote the minister out and vote in a minister who was doing what they wanted. But of course, they moved that. And then you've got the Office of Budget Responsibility, which was set up by the Conservatives in 2013, who themselves were Blairites, in order to produce reports about the government's fiscal policy. Now, I mean, that sounds lovely in theory, doesn't it? But in reality, what that means is, again, a series of unelected bureaucrats now have a really powerful official quasi-governmental mechanism to spook the markets. And that's what they did with Liz Truss, in conjunction with the Bank of England, to destroy her as a prime minister, completely destroy her. And what does that mean? Well, that means that there is now an unaccountable, unelected bureaucracy in control of our financial system that is capable of unseating prime ministers, our elected representatives. That is fucking mad. And Robert Jenrick's like, yeah, I'm not going to change these things. I'm here to reform them. It's like, bro, the nature of what they are is the problem. These things can't be reformed. They have to be destroyed or brought directly under the auspices of the government. And that's the only way to solve this problem. And yet, Jenrick has come out, essentially cucked himself. And everyone's like, right, we're getting the Tories 2.0. I mean, Jenrick was a Tory. He happened to have been the immigration minister during the Boris wave. But everyone held out hope because he was coming out with based rhetoric. It's like, nope. No, he's a fucking Tory. They're all fucking Tories. We can't have this. They're Blairites. They're all fucking Blairites. We can't have this. Guys, we're fucked. We need something else. And so, ka-ching, suddenly, other 7. Like, everyone can see it.
Yep. Now, the age of the same old solutions is gone. Like, people understand now. They've gotten politically savvy enough to understand when they're being sold the same line of bullshit as previously.
Correct. It's not that people know how things work or anything like that, because obviously why would they, But they can just smell when they're being fucking bullshitted. And reform has clearly taken on the aspect of a uni-party rearguard action. We're here to save the system that we all benefited from. It's like, yeah, well, we're here to fucking destroy it.
Yep. And a $50 donation from Carson Casimir already. Thank you very much, sir. Hello again, gents. So this comedy bit about Dunkirk by Milo Edwards would recommend checking it out. Not even 2 minutes, and it goes with that English ethos Carl's mentioned. Also about what path forward is there in America for something like Restore?
Well, America is actually a bit hamstrung here because you didn't have your own zero seats campaign. Right.
Yes.
Trump took over the Republican Party and bent the machinery to his will, but that lasts only as long as Trump lasts. And even then, he's had to make loads of concessions, blah, 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 right? So in America, it's going to be a much more difficult process, I think. And you're also bound by your constitution. We're not bound by a constitution, actually. So swings and roundabouts, but it means that when we get a based government, we can go balls to the wall on day one and no one can stop us.
Yes. See, America is in a bit of a fascinating situation because Trump was both a blessing and a curse for you guys. He is a pressure valve. He has been able to slow and undo parts of the things that the left has introduced in your country. He's actually been in opposition.
Yeah.
That also, however, means that he will be the target. And he has been the target now for 12 plus years, pretty much.
It's not. It's more than that, though. What it is, it's the Lindsey Graham globalist uniparty types were able to suck up to Trump and get into his orbit. They should all have lost their seats, but no, they're still there. They're still doing what they've always done. And Trump has just accepted they're a part of the political machinery. Well, what we're doing with Restore is rejecting all of that. The political machinery must go. The political machinery must change. We're going to create a new.
Ignorant slut.
Yep. So America will probably have a longer road to go, although you've also gotten further than us in some regards with ICE. Like, if we try anything like that in Europe, the public outcry is going to be interesting, and it will require a very strong government to be able to push through that backlash.
Yeah, I don't think that's how we're going to get it done in Europe. I think what it's going to be is through incentives. Basically, we need to stop giving immigrants money.
Yep.
Heresy's the question.
That would be one way to
Fire is
begin,
the answer.
like, choking it out, basically.
Yeah.
An Artemis Fowl for another 50, too. I heard from a Canadian that you can't destroy institutions that are actively used to harm you if they can't be reformed. Otherwise, you are worse than a system that is literally destroying your country. I want to raise you.
I think I can. I think I will do it. I think we're totally up for it, I'm afraid. Sorry, folks.
So, what we're going to do today is we're going to watch the announcement speech, then we're going to watch the barometer of the normies, Asmongold's reaction to it. That'll tell us how the common man thinks.
Yep.
So, let's have a gander, shall we? That is some somber fucking music to open up. Well, that kind of sets the stage, doesn't it?
But that's the point, isn't it? Like,
Yes.
Notice that Nigel Farage is running around doing his, like, kids' holiday camp routine with, people with sparkles and fucking showmanship and all this. And it's like, Nige, things are a bit too fucking serious for that, mate. Like, things are really bad. Really, really, really bad. I don't really want all the fucking jingle jangle, Butlin's holiday park bullshit. I kind of want you to take this seriously because we're looking at literally the end of the country. Things are that bad. And so the fact that Rupert is taking things
Heresy's the
seriously,
question.
I think really
Fire is the answer.
spoke to people. Like, really struck a chord.
I have chosen to speak to you today from the farm because places like this represent what proper Britain is about.
Ooh, actually, on a slight sidetrack too, what do you think the chances are that, fuck, what was his name again? Farmer, Top Gear.
Clarkson.
Jeremy Clarkson, there you go. My brain fucking blanked on that for a second.
Well,
What do you think are the chances he's going to come out in favor of Restore?
Yeah, well, that's the question everyone's been
Service
asking because, of
guarantees
course, Rupert was asked this on Talk TV yesterday, and he said, "Well, I actually live near Jeremy Clarkson. My farm is near Jeremy Clarkson's, and Caleb is the guy who does the fields for him." What were the fucking odds of that, right? Who fucking knew? I had no idea. And he said, well, Jeremy Clarkson is exactly the kind of person I want. I want people from outside of politics. And Jeremy Clarkson is exactly that kind of person. The kind of person who has done real things in the real world, really has a stake in things, and really wants to make things better. So, again, nothing from Clarkson yet, but I'm sure at some point we'll get either something or nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure he's thinking about it.
He did tweet out, people of Doncaster or wherever it was, he said, how do you feel about your MP? As in an implication that I might run. And it's like, well, I think Jeremy Clarkson would probably win. He's insanely popular. People love a straight talking Englishman.
Oh yeah, incredibly popular. If he came out in favor of reform, that would be huge.
Restore, yeah. I mean, well, that and in
Restore,
fact, on that
reform.
note,
God damn it.
yeah, I know, it's insufferable. I hate the fact that. But what are you going to do, right?
Yeah.
But the question is, why hasn't Nigel Farage already got him across? Like, if you and Nigel Farage, why 6 months ago, why weren't you courting Jeremy Clarkson?
Shit.
Honestly, I think it's because he'd come across as a fraud. I think if you put Nigel Farage next to Jeremy Clarkson, it would not be a favorable comparison.
Clarkson would upstage Nigel every time. But also, I think Nigel's got a bit too much of a Jack the Lad attitude about him. I think everyone knows that he's not really authentic. He's a good talker, but he's not really the real deal in anything that he does. And everyone kind of already knew it. And yet Rupert Lowe is the real deal. I mean, this is literally his farm he's on. And he spends most of his free time on his farm harvesting his crops. So it's just like, right, okay, there are substantive differences here. And you can see why Nige is starting to get a bit worried.
Hard work, responsibility, effort, duty, stewardship.
All foreign
This is
words.
the England I know,
Yeah.
and this is the England that I love.
But these are all
One of-
such traditionally English concepts. You know, this is just what the
Trick or
empire was
treat.
built on.
Can I
Like, how
suck
the
on your
fuck
feet?
have we lost this?
Yeah. Dragon Master Outcast for 169 New Zealand something or others. Thank you.
Heresy's the question.
Good morning, gentlemen. I bring
Yes.
good news. I have broken 40k free of shakes of GW with purchase of a 3D printer. Congratulations.
Oh, good man. I'm hopefully moving house soon, and basically I'm going to get a 3D printer after I've done that, because obviously it costs the fucking earth to move house.
Yep.
But after that's all settled and stuff, I'm getting a 3D printer. But I don't think I'm going to have the space to get a resin one, because you need like lots of space and, you know, separate rooms and stuff. And I just don't think I'm going to have the space for a resin one. So I'm going to get one of the Bamboo Labs ones. So I don't think I'm going to be able to print miniatures in any great detail, but I'll try. But I want it for terrain printing, to be honest.
And started a 3D printing service company, but the real question is, Art, how many Dauntless Light Cruisers and Lunar Cruisers do you want? Yep. No, unironically, 3D printing services will probably be like a big thing of the future when people realize that they can get stuff made for cheap and easy. We've already started doing that a little bit, because we bought a whole load of 3D printers to help with productions of a part for the family company. And we use that for the electronical components, because it just needs a plastic casing, and you can 3D print that super easy and for super cheap.
Yeah.
And we basically figured out that, you know, we can replace half of the stuff we have in our house with just 3D printed stuff. You need a new cup out of nowhere? Okay, well, you can literally make that in 5 minutes.
Yep.
Farm, you don't think in election cycles or headlines or polling. You think in seasons. You think in generations, in what you leave behind to those who come after you. And that's why,
Amazing.
here on the farm, I am now launching Restore Britain as a national political party. I'm now going to dedicate my life to finding, organising, funding, and providing hundreds of qualified candidates to present to the British people at the next general election.
How long are we away from the next election in Britain now?
Well, I mean, theoretically, 3 years.
Yeah, okay, so it's theoretically 3 years, unless a governmental crisis comes in.
True, but the thing is, so yeah, you said unless.
The thing
The-
is, that might happen.
Well, no. The thing is, the Labour government has been in a governmental crisis for over a year now. Like
Trick
any
or
of the
treat.
scandals that have hit this
Your
Labour
feet.
government would have toppled a Conservative government, because the Conservatives would have been like, oh yeah, the public aren't going to accept this. We just have to get rid of Liz Truss. We have to get rid of Boris Johnson. We have to get rid of Rishi Sunak. We have to call a general election. You know, like they would have resigned by now. Over half of what has happened with Keir Starmer and his Labour Party. But the thing is, Starmer and his Labour Party, and David Lammy literally said this, I've been waiting 14 years to get into power. I'm not going to give it up now.
Yeah.
Right? So the Labour Party, and Keir Starmer again said, there have only been 4 elected Labour prime ministers. Right? Only 4. Only 4 times in their entire history have Labour actually won an election. So it's just like, oh shit, right? You realise, oh crap, right, okay. Not only do they not think they can ever win elections, obviously, but now they've got power, they're never going to give it up, because they don't think they'll get it again. And to be honest with you, I think they're right. I think we're looking at the last Labour government that they'll ever be. So it's just like, okay, well, I mean, I don't, if Starmer didn't go about any of the other things, why would he go about anything else? And if the Labour Party isn't going to remove him, even though it means the destruction of their own party, then I guess let them. I guess they're here for the full 3 years.
And this also comes again to show like the differences here. As you said, like when the Tories, the normal political parties get into position of power and they realize we no longer have the faith of the populace. We don't have a mandate anymore. We have to go because they respect the political system. The progressives never have. They don't give a shit about that. It is utterly irrelevant to them. They are there to do what they believe is right, and fuck you if you don't agree.
Literally, if you don't agree, we hate you and we think you're a Nazi.
Yeah, so why the fuck would we listen to you?
Exactly. So they're just going to get as much done as they can. And the thing is, like, Farage should be leveraging this. Like, loath I am now to give him any advice, but like Farage should be absolutely taking them to the cleaners. Like one recommendation I made a few weeks ago was, look, right, Keir Starmer keeps announcing things, but it looks like Keir Starmer might get ousted at any time. So if I were Farage, what I'd do is just roll out with a fucking whiteboard and just at the top of the whiteboard, it would be headed things I'm going to repeal on day one because I'm 20 points ahead in the polls or whatever it is, right? And whatever Keir Starmer had done that day, I would just write it under the list.
Heresy's the question.
And that what that would
Fire is the
do
answer.
is create this psychological timer, right? They'd be like, we're going to do this. It's like, okay, Farage is going to write that on his fucking board. And I guess he's probably just going to repeal it on day one. So anything we do is a waste of time. Anything we do is on borrowed time. And really, what it's telling everyone is we're not really supposed to be here. And this would be massive psychological pressure on Labour. But of course, Farage isn't doing anything. He's just coasting along.
Yes, because Farage doesn't really want to do anything. That has ever been the failure of the Conservative, to never actually undo the horrible things that the opposition does, because it's not done. It's not politics.
Correct.
It's not tradition.
Well, and not only that, it's Farage, like with Gemrick, saying, no, we're going to keep the Bank of England independent, the OBR, blah, blah, blah. Like, what they're saying is, secretly, in our heart of hearts, we are Blairites too. We agree with Blair's changes. We agree this is how things should be. And it's like, yeah, okay, well, we don't. We don't. We want you destroyed. And we're going to win, so...
Yep. Oh, and Marksman for another $50 donation. Jesus, we're being generous today, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, guys.
Do you lads feel the energy in the air thanks to reform? I know Sargon said he saw it, Arch, but I don't think you have seen it. 1 million Amelias by Skybrows. Regardless, play it and let the patriotism flow. I pay you to do so.
Well, I mean, seriously, Rupert announcing this and the energy it unleashed, I mean, reform are fucking bricking it. Absolutely bricking it. There's a distinct energy in the air, and they are very afraid, very fucking afraid, because it's become evident that actually Rupert is a force that is at least going to challenge them. And let's say that Rupert doesn't win outright, he could still cut 5 to 10% of their vote, is what they're thinking. And so now they're like, oh, don't split the vote, don't split the vote. It's like, well, one, that's what the Tories told you, and you did it anyway, so fuck you. And two, what if we win? Are we splitting the vote if we win? Are we splitting the vote if we take those votes? No, we're unsitting a Denethor, someone who actually doesn't understand that he needs to give up the throne of Gondor because he was just the steward and not the king.
Yep.
This process has already started, with invitations being issued to patriots in aligned political parties, Reform, the Conservatives, the SDP, Advance, and more. In local politics, we will work in partnership with localised political parties, such as Great Yarmouth First, that have the best interests of their residents at heart, combining our forces at the next general election. The men and women standing for Restore in that election will not be politicians. I promise you that. They will not be failed ministers. They will not be tainted by failures of the past.
Just a quick thing there. That's a big fuck you to Reform and the Tories that they took in. Gemrick, Sweller, Nadine Dorries, even Lee Anderson. Like, that's a big, listen, you fucking Tory failures. You're the reason the country's in this fucking mess.
Yes, so this has also been one of the big points against reform. There we go.
Yeah.
It has been taking in a lot of Tories, a lot of people who just don't seem like they belong in a British National Party.
Wow, that tells you everything about Reform, doesn't it?
Yes.
You don't seem to belong in a Patriot Party. Oh, right. I suddenly get it. It's that, oh, I'm just an asshole fucking meme, isn't it? It's like, yeah, I'm just a fucking globalist. Oh, yeah, you are.
There's actually one very nice little thing about this too, which was another interview where Nigel Farage said that he is not going to start drawing ethnic lines on what being English is. It is about how you feel, and it's about what your priorities are.
Yeah.
So this is an intriguing point, because There is a point where I partially agree. If we had a functional immigration system with functional integration, I'd be happy to agree. We don't. We haven't had. We are beyond that point. I am happy to draw a line and say, nope, this is not British.
And not only that, though. I mean, fundamentally, this is just the transgender argument.
Yes.
That's what this is. Oh, what gender are you? Well, whatever gender you feel like. All right, so it's transgenderism, but applied to nationality, right? Okay, so there's an intrinsic logical problem with the argument that he's making there, in that everyone knows it's false. Right? Everyone knows, and moreover, how would someone born overseas come to feel like an Englishman? How would that happen? How could it be possible? And the answer is, of course, it couldn't. They can't just, some guy in fucking Timbuktu doesn't wake up and go, I think I'm an Englishman, guys. I think I've always been an Englishman, and I just didn't know it. It's like that. It just doesn't make sense. Couldn't be possible. Transgender argument applies to nationhood. But what you're talking about is essentially the people who are not ethnically English, or any other ethnicity from Britain, really, being a part of the local community in England, right? Because there are those communities that have been here for a very long time, are, as patriotic as anyone else, and don't hate Britain, don't want to see it overrun by immigration, obviously, and are on the side of the patriots. I mean, Tommy Robinson has them at his rallies all the time. There are lots of numbers, or at least small numbers, of different groups who are like, no, England for the English, and we're happy to live here as guests. There are actually lots of people who understand the concept of national ownership of the nation itself. But Farage can't even go that far. He's like, no, anyone who thinks they're English, who says they're English, is as English as bloody George Orwell or, whoever, right? So it's just like, right, okay, Nige, all right, you're just, I mean, that's the same position that Tony Blair would have. That's the same position that Zach Polanski would have. That's the same position as that is the globalist position on nationhood. That is the globalist position. So it's like, no, sorry, Nige, that's not good enough, mate. It's not good enough. Those days have passed.
Yes. And this is also because, this is also one of those muddying the waters arguments where it's like, oh, how can you tell what is being English, what a Briton is? No. Everyone knows. This isn't difficult. There's a baseline understanding that everyone shares as to what one thing and the other is. Because if there wasn't, you wouldn't even have such an idea as diversity.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, for example, Nige, how is it that upon decolonization 60 years ago or 70 years ago, whatever it was, did the Indians know who to kick out of India?
Yes.
Right. We will just use that standard. Whatever standard they used to kick us out of their country, we can use to determine who doesn't belong here or who does. How about that?
Yes. We all understand this. It's literally just trying to muddy the waters. That's all it is.
Very true.
They will be from business, from the military, from science, from medicine, from education, from industry, representing real communities up and down the country. Every single one will be from well outside the existing political establishment, and every single one will understand the difficult decisions that need to be taken.
And there's a big deal too. Okay, so this is something that needs to be focused a bit in on. The difficult decisions that need to be taken. This is the position that America currently finds itself trapped in. When you arrive at the position of, do you throw the 5-year-old out of the country? The answer must be yes. If he's here illegally, yes. It's that simple.
Yeah.
You must enforce the rules, and that's going to suck. And there'll be loads of people who go like, why could you throw out the children? Because it's illegal.
Yeah, because their parents shouldn't have been here and they shouldn't have been here. Sorry. They have countries of their own, and we need a country of our own. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and these will be hard decisions, and you must be willing to stand. You need to basically be the Labour government, who's like, yes, I'm selling your country off for pieces. Yes, I'm going to make countless unpopular decisions. I am actively hostile to you, but I've got 3 years left, so...
Yeah, literally. But you need to do that, but for patriotism.
Yes. That's what it needs to be. Because there will be a lot of people who are motivated by emotions, who won't understand, who will be empathetic first, and that is the privilege of the civilian populace. The civilian populace gets to be ruled by these emotions, but the politicians do not. When you are elected with that mandate, you must carry it through.
Yeah, and Farage is not that guy.
No.
He does not have steel in him. He will just buckle to the media. He will U-turn. He'll be like Keir Starmer, actually. Keir Starmer U-turns a lot because he's weak. And it'll just be embarrassing for everyone involved, and it will fail, and things will just get worse. And so it's sort of, right, okay, we can't have that. Can't have it.
Yes.
Because there are no easy fixes.
On that too. Like, yeah, no. See, here's the thing. Once upon a time, there was an easy fix. We could have done this with virtually no impact to our economy, to our lives, to our immigration system. But that was 50 years ago.
Yeah, that time is long since passed.
Yep. Now we're going to have to fucking suck on that massive pill that we will have to swallow now. It's just, yeah. It's going to fucking suck.
Fortunately true, but like what I love about this is that what Rupert is doing is talking to his audience like adults.
Yes.
Like, no, there's no easy solution, and this is going to be rough. And you know that in your heart of hearts. You know that there's no easy fix to this. You know, and those politicians probably say, oh, no, we can get it done, guys. We can get it. No, they can't. And you know they can't. Everyone knows. Everyone knows this is going to be difficult, but we just have to go through it.
I promise you nothing but blood, sweat, and tears.
Exactly. It's the fucking Bismarck's, what was it? What's the name of it? Iron and Blood or something. Blood and Iron speech. Yeah. Like it's literally that, but that is actually true. That's actually what we need at the moment, I'm afraid. You know, it's like a doctor going to a patient, well, look, you need surgery. And the patient's like, oh, is it going to hurt? And the doctor's like, no, we're just going to have to, you know, cut your gallbladder out or something, you know, whatever it is. And the patient's like, oh, I don't like the sound of that. It's like, listen, you have to do it. You have to do it. You know, whatever you've got is terminal. And so you have to fucking fix it.
Yep. We are going to tear your fucking stomach open. We are going to cut pieces out of you. And we'll drug you while we're doing it. But you will be in indescribable pain for a while.
But at the end of it, you'll thank us.
Yes.
You know, it's what needs to be done.
I'm not going to tell you comforting lies about the condition of our country. I have only ever been honest with the British people, and I will be straight with you now. What is necessary will be incredibly painful. But for the first time in a very long time, voters will have a genuine alternative which is truthful with them about the scale of what now has to be done. The first priority is to control who comes to our country, and more importantly, who stays in our country.
Reasserting sovereignty. Step one.
You ignorant slut.
Yeah. Step one, actually take control of the fucking country. Oh my God, this guy's a racist. You can hear them freaking out already, can't you? Like, my God. I mean, like, Reform have just defaulted to calling Rupert Lowe a Nazi. And it's like,
yes.
What about this comes across as Nazi to you? Like, it's literally an English gentleman in the countryside saying, folks, we have been irresponsible with our country, and unfortunately it's going to be difficult to fix it and get it back to the way it should be. And they're like, oh God, that sounds fucking Nazi. It's like, I'm not sure that does, actually. You know, I'm not sure. Didn't hear any fucking, you know, blood and like Jews or, you know, none of that nonsense. It sounds actually like a mature and responsible adult taking responsibility for his own country for once, which would have been lovely for our actual, you know, the other politicians to have done, but they just decided they weren't going to. That's what their problem is here.
Restore Britain will not just stop mass immigration, we will reverse it. Every single illegal migrant will be securely detained and then deported. The message will be unrelenting. If you are in this country without our permission, you will be removed. For the foreseeable future, far more people must leave Britain than arrive.
Correct.
If a foreign national is unable to speak English, lives in social
Are you
housing,
ready to run
claims
this yellow
benefits,
mare's fluttery,
refuses to
buttery
work,
butt?
fails to integrate, commits crime, or even actively hates our way of life and wishes to do us harm, then they must leave or be made to leave.
Fucking revolutionary.
I know. It's like, well, why are we keeping these welfare sponges around, or these terrorists or whatever? And it's like, well, British values? I don't know. Like, for some reason, they've got to be here forever, according to the current consensus, and Nigel Farage. Just like, I don't know if they do, actually, guys. I think we could actually just send them home.
And as a part of our British values to continuously flagellate ourselves.
It's weird, isn't it?
Restore Britain will make our communities safe again for women and children. That, I promise you.
Great idea.
If that means millions go, then millions go.
Millions go!
That's a great line as well. That means millions go, then millions go. Yeah, that's what that means. Don't know what you're so afraid of.
Must go.
It's so good, and it's so true. Like, the Tories let in about 4 to 5 million people during the Boris wave, and the thing is, they don't even know how many people. They don't know how many people, because the records that we keep on immigration are all estimates. They don't know. It's like, really, in this day and age, with this level of technology, with this level of automated record keeping that we have, and you fuckers don't know how many people you let into this country. That is mad. Absolutely mad. Just mental. Just, utterly unforgivable, frankly.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's, it's just like, no, it's time for a bunch of them to really just fuck off home now.
Yeah, and again, it is obviously an absurd
guarantees
excuse.
citizenship.
You as a civilian, try earning 100 quid more than you're allowed to before you get taxed, and see if the government isn't for paying fucking attention.
Yeah, exactly. See if the bureaucracy catches up with you.
And yet, we're like, immigrants? What are we supposed
How
to
many
keep
visas
track?
we issued? And that's the thing. They're the ones issuing the fucking visas. So it's like they can't even get in the country unless you let them in the country. Just put a check mark on a fucking spreadsheet every time you give a visa. It can be done through automated software, you fucking liars. It's not hard to do. Like, you're just lying to us. I think they do know. I just think they don't want to admit it. Because the thing is, right, the official figures say, there's about 70 million people in the country. It doesn't fucking feel like it, man. It feels way more than that. The country feels packed to the rafters, and everyone feels it. So it's just like, nah, I think it's more. Everyone thinks it's more.
Yep. Another $50 donation from Blazestone this time. Thank you very much, sir. Hello, gents. Any advice for heartbreak? And an almost 2-year relationship on Tuesday now just sporadically hurts. Thanks for the content, perspective, and info of the years, Lumi Odyssey and Homestuck Fund.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, with these things, there is a grieving process you have to go through. And there's not a lot you can do about it. And unfortunately, you just have to take this sort of thing on the chin and go out and get drunk with the boys. Don't do anything stupid. Have a bit of a weepy drunk cry with them. Oh, I love the, all that sort of stuff. We've all been there. I've been there, multiple times. It's fine. You just got to get through it. And then in a month's time, you realize that actually you're not really thinking about it anymore. And then in 2 months' time and 3 months' time, and then before you know it, your life is carried on as usual. And that's literally all you can do. And I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news on that, but there's just no easy fix.
Yep. There's no shame in it. You just have to take time and let time help you.
It literally is just that.
See, this is why I am happy that I am basically a high-functioning fucking sociopath when it comes to this. Like, my grieving period is measured in fucking hours. I'm very glad about that.
Wow, I'm a softie when it comes to that sort of thing. So it's rough, but you'll be fine. You'll get over it. It just takes time, as Arch says. There's nothing you can do other than just carry on. Do the things you're doing and get on with your life. Keep building.
We're constantly told that the economy needs vast swathes of low skill.
Yes, low-skilled migrants. Yes, our economy, our modern, mass-industrialized economy.
Post-industrial.
Yeah, post-industrial economy requires millions of laborers to work in the factories.
Yeah, if we were an industrial economy, I could understand the argument, and it might even make sense. But we're not. So what the fuck are you talking about? You know, why would we need that?
It obviously, like farming. Farming is actually a beautiful example of this exact same problem, right? Because once upon a time, to run a farm, you required loads and loads and loads of people to do loads and loads of different things. Lots of it was manual, etc. Today, John Deere.
Combine harvester.
Literally. You can harvest fields with a staff of like 3-4 people. A couple people to drive the trucks, one dude to drive the tractor. There you go.
Yep.
And it's the same with our fucking industries. We do not need, like, what we need is high-skilled labor. We don't need low-skilled labor. There are virtually no jobs in modern-day industries that require low-skilled labor. Even something so relatively simple as feeding a machine is 4 years of fucking schooling today.
And moreover, we still have people in the country. Like, we still have laborers. You know, it's not like we've run out of bodies.
Yeah. And for all of the silly menial tasks, working at McDonald's or the gas station, whatever, that's what children are for.
Yeah, it's literally the teenage industry.
Yes, literally. That's where they get their first work experience, working in these smaller scale service industries.
Yes.
So God, it's so fucking stupid.
Yeah. I love the contempt he has there.
Yes.
Like, these low-skilled immigrants. Bleh. So, yeah, exactly.
Simply not true. What we need is to get millions of healthy Brits back into work. A radical
that's nothing, right? So 25% of the population of Britain is on disability benefits.
25%?
As if we lost a war or something. And like millions of veterans came back missing arms and legs, yeah. 25% of the country claims disability.
Actually, I'm
They're
interested.
furious typing.
Heresy's the question.
I need
The
to.
answer.
I need to check something right now because I have a sneaking suspicion that you'd be better off if you'd lost a war.
Quite possibly, yeah. I think it was something like 12% or something of men were injured after World War One.
Right, so here we go. In France, 224,000 soldiers suffered injuries that sidelined them from the front and led to long-term disabilities. So, yeah, that's a fuckload less than 25% of the population. So no, if you had suffered World War I level French casualties, you'd still be better off.
Yeah.
That's a fucking insane.
But it's because it's not real. It's because it's a fucking fiction. You know?
Oh, that's mad.
It's meant to live it.
How welfare is delivered. Protecting those in genuine need, but not funding healthy shirkers to live off the back of hard-working men and women.
Radical.
If you can work, you must work. It really is that simple. Restore Britain will be abundantly clear. If you consistently refuse work, then you will lose your benefits.
As should only be obvious. Like, yeah, no, okay. The system is here to help you find employment. And we will bend over backwards to try and help that. You know, like, we'll find you businesses that cater to your specific disabilities, etc. But when we do find that business, you will accept that job.
But I really wanted to just loaf around and do nothing all day and you pay for it.
Don't we fucking all? Hey, you want to do that?
That's literally the only argument.
Start a YouTube channel. Go on.
God, I wish I loafed around, man. Fucking hell. I've never worked this hard for any job in my entire life. Ever.
I know.
You know? Like, I would never even consider working the number of hours I work a week for any other kind of job. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that.
We will punish indolence. And more importantly, we will reward success. We will provide vast economic incentives for men and women to start businesses, generate opportunities, build wealth,
Genius.
and create self-sufficient families.
Crazy that this isn't normal policy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Standing here today on the farm, I know exactly what it means to deal with energy bills, labor shortages, regulation.
Oh, and energy bills too. Like, fuck labor shortages. Labor shortages aren't goddamn even real, but energy bills.
Yeah.
So, the family business, we have several CNC machines. They fucking gobble energy like nobody's goddamn business. Then there's the heating of the house we've got all of this in, right? Hundreds of dollars every day just in heating fees.
Yeah. Mate, I run a fucking podcast with a giant video wall. I know all about electricity costs.
Yep. It's absolutely insane. And none of it, it was never like this. It was never like this. It makes it virtually impossible to run a business because you are going to be fucking destroyed by just the cost of operating.
Yep.
Like, we've literally had to like switch over the entire work schedule up there. So we try to run machines automated during the night because it's the only period of time when the fucking power is cheap enough to operate.
Mad, isn't it? First world countries, folks.
Yeah, and all of this, by the way, in Norway is because we had the brilliant idea to set up an energy link to Europe so we could start selling our, quote, surplus energy.
Yeah. And that happened because Russia invaded Ukraine and the Germans are retarded.
Yes. And so now we sell our power for nothing, and then we buy it back at 10 times the fucking cost from coal power plants.
Because the Germans are literally retarded. Literally, German arrogance is the reason for this. German arrogance. Wah, wah, wah. What do you mean, Donald Trump? We can get our energy from Russia forever. Wah, 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 wah. Shut down our nuclear power plants. And Trump's like, you fucking mental. And they're like, yes, because we're Germans.
And here we are a few years later, and we need more energy than ever before. There is no indication whatsoever that we're going to need less energy.
Yeah, ever. And it's so mad that the Americans just blew up the Nord Stream pipeline as well. Just like, fuck you, Germany. You fucking retards. You don't understand the game you're playing. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, oh, it's fucking... Oh, it's so retarded.
That's so stupid.
Like, this is the single most predictable problem for humanity. Are we going to need more electricity? Yes.
Also, don't rely on the Russians. You've got nuclear power. Great, okay. Well, why do you need the Russians? Because we're weird, like, retarded environmentalists. And somehow we think nuclear power is bad for the environment. It's like, but it's great for the environment. What are you talking about? Yeah, we're shutting it all down. Shut up. Don't want to hear it. You're a bigot.
Unproductive paperwork, planning restrictions, tax.
Oh, paperwork. Oh, God, every bit of this video I can talk about. But yes, no. If you've ever experienced the government bureaucracy, the amount of... Literally, the government is in essence 100 years of people figuring out lines of employment for their retarded third cousins.
Yeah.
That's all government is.
Yeah. I mean, if there's, I genuinely, there's, I don't know how to describe it. I get tired when I'm given like government paperwork. I don't know how to describe it. Like, you know, I'll be wandering around having a nice normal day. And then suddenly, like, you know, a thing will come in through the mailbox. Oh, you've got to fill out this form for the government. And I will literally feel the energy draining out of my limbs. As I can't even focus on looking at this fucking thing.
Yeah, and a large part of that is also because you know that you are now on the razor's edge. You fucking check the wrong box here, and you will be fucked. You personally.
You know, I'm not even that afraid of our government bureaucracy because weirdly, our government bureaucracy isn't actually that punitive, right? What it is just a grueling challenge. It's just, no, you just have to fill this out. And if you don't fill it out right, you'll just get a letter saying, sorry, you didn't fill this out right. Can you fill it out again, please? And again, the process is the fucking punishment, right? So it's not even that I'm worried I'm going to go to jail for filling out wrong or anything. I mean, for a start, I don't think there's anyone who fucking reads it anyway. I don't think they check it anyway. I think what they do is run it through a computer and just see if anything's not been filled in. And if they're like, oh, you didn't fill that in, you've got to fill the whole thing in again. I don't really think they give a shit what you actually fill in. You know, I really don't. And so it's just like, okay, I will just spend an entire evening filling out whatever bullshit paperwork this was. So just to get you off my fucking back. I fucking hate the government so much.
and endless uncertainty. The state has definitively become the enemy of the people.
Fuck yes.
Restore Britain will
Based.
burn away suffocating taxes on work
thank
and
God.
enterprise. We will slash unnecessary regulation. We will dismantle bloated quangos and the overbearing HR culture. We must crush parasitic Britain.
Yes!
All the entities
Parasites!
suck the blood out of everything.
Fucking parasitic government, man. I hate them so much.
We will restore long-term, stable, logical policy so that businesses can plan and invest and grow again. But Restore Britain is about much more than numbers on a spreadsheet. It's about who we are as a nation and who we are as a people. Britain is not just an economy. Britain is not just an idea. Britain is not just a passport. Britain is a nation. Britain is a people, our people. And Restore Britain will never allow that to be erased. We will celebrate our Christian heritage and the identity.
Holy shit, now there's a radical notion.
Can you even imagine?
No, I genuinely can't.
That built and shaped this country. Responsibility, restraint, forgiveness, duty, and fairness.
And occasionally crusades. Just saying.
Oh, it is traditional.
Short, a high-trust society. That will mean defending our culture. That will mean resisting the relentless creep of radical Islam. That will mean banning the burqa, outlawing Sharia law, blocking cousin marriages, and reimposing our Christian-based rule of law. A Restore Britain government would legislate to ensure that no halal or kosher slaughter on British soil. This is Britain.
That's good.
That is good.
That's very good. No fucking non-stun slaughter.
Yeah, like, listen, okay, we like eating meat. We're going to kill the animals to eat their meat. It's tasty. It's nutritious. I'm fine with that. But we have the technology to do this in a nice way. We've had the technology for a very long time. We don't actually need to bleed the animal to death for shits and giggles anymore.
Exactly. We actually like our animals, even though we eat them, and we want them to not suffer.
Yes. We have the technology to make the piggy just dead in a quarter of a nanosecond. He has no idea what fucking happened. His tiny intelligence just knows that he was alive and then poop.
Yeah, then it's just darkness, and that's fine.
We have the technology. Apply it.
Yeah. By the way, all of these policies that he's saying, the polling's been done on all of them for years. Wildly popular with the British public. Everything that he's coming out with here, around 60% of the public already agrees with.
And we will do things our way. This political party now exists for one reason: to restore Britain. To make it a better, safer, and more prosperous place for British men and women to raise their families. It will be difficult, and it will be painful. But I assure you, it is possible. I hope you will consider joining me on this journey and becoming a member of our party. It is our country. It is now our collective responsibility to act. Together, we will restore Britain. Thank you.
See, compare that to Nigel Farage acting like a fucking clown at his rallies.
Yep.
Like, come on, this is genuinely a mature message of duty that's speaking to the adults in the room, saying, guys, we have to do something about this. We have to fix this country. We have to act like we are responsible for it, because we haven't been. We've been acting like the Labour government is going to be responsible for it, and it's clearly not.
Rafite Allustra for another $50 donation. Thank you.
The hell, guys, don't bankrupt yourselves.
It has been my observation that when a leftist calls something a threat to democracy, they are mispronouncing Democrat easy, the system by which the US Democratic Party and its international allies are equivalent to retaining power, regardless of vote of ill.
Very much so. What they call a threat to democracy, everyone else calls politics as usual. Normal things that normal people do.
So, what we will also do now is we'll have a look at the reaction to this from the barometer of the normies, Asmongold himself.
Do you love Asmongold? I really mean it as well. He's genuinely funny.
And again, like I like using him because he is exactly an example of what the normal population point of view tends to be on these things.
Yeah. He hasn't spent his life stewing in academia or anything and learning all these sort of ridiculous theories. He just takes things as they come. And so you get a really sort of like, oh, here's the actual reaction you're going to get from this.
In the UK, they just launched a new
Oh, that's loud.
political party. Wait, what? Let me pull this up. I see if I can find it.
Are you
I ain't
ready
seen this
to
at all.
wreck
I'm launching
this
the...
fellow
Wait, this is
Merrick
126,000
buttery
likes?
butt?
I have chosen
200,000 now.
Yeah. How many millions of views did it have at this point?
40 million views, 200,000 likes.
Fuck it.
Yeah, it's doing pretty well.
to speak to you today from the farm because places like this represent what proper Britain is about. Hard work, responsibility, effort, duty, stewardship.
I love the eyebrows.
Are you ready to
I love
wreck
Asmongold's
fellow
eyebrows so
Merrick
much.
buttery butt?
Holy shit!
No.
This is something.
And this is the England that I love.
I really got to say, this is absolute aura. He's not. He's just wearing normal clothes.
On a farm, you
Well, it's not even normal clothes. This is like British countryside clothes because the British countryside is wet and cold and windy and fucking unpleasant.
Well, in the winter, in the summer, it's the most glorious place on the earth.
Quote unquote.
I have.
No, it absolutely is. Absolutely is. But in the winter, where it is now, you are correct. Yes, it's grim.
But this is practically a British national dress that he's wearing now, and anyone who lives in the British countryside is going to recognize this particular getup.
Very much so.
You don't think in election cycles or headlines or polling. You think in seasons. You think in generations. In what you leave behind to those who come after you. And that's why, here on the farm, I am now launching Restore Britain as a national political party. I'm now going to dedicate my life to finding, organising, funding, and providing hundreds of qualified candidates to present to the British people at the next general election. This process has already started, with invitations being issued to patriots in aligned political parties.
Patriots.
Reform,
It's a big word.
Conservatives, the
Patriots, dangerous fucking word too.
No, so it's a word Nigel Farage has never used.
SDP, Advance, and more. In local politics, we will work in partnership with localised political parties, such as Great Yarmouth First, that have the best interests of their residents at heart, combining our forces at the next general election.
All right.
The men and women standing for Restore in that election will not be politicians. I promise you that.
Oh, wow.
They will not be failed ministers.
Wonder
They
who
will
he's
not
talking
be
about.
tainted by failures of the past.
I wonder who he's
They will
talking
be
about.
about business, from the military, from science, from medicine, from education, from industry, representing real communities up and down the country. Every single one will be from well outside the existing political establishment, and every single one will understand the difficult decisions that need to be taken.
Oh, boy.
Because there are
Like
no
what?
easy fixes. I'm not going to tell you.
I just love watching Asmongold getting won over in real time. Like, holy shit, this guy's serious. This guy's the real deal. It's like, yes.
Yes.
Comforting lies about the condition of our country. I have only ever been honest with the British people, and I will be straight with you now. What is necessary will be incredibly painful.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy, dude.
You see the smile growing behind his eyes. He's just, oh, this is great.
Oh, boy.
But for the first time in a very long time, voters will have a genuine alternative,
Yep.
which is truthful
You called it? I
about the
said.
scale of what now has to be done. The first priority is to control who comes to our country.
First priority.
The first priority, yes.
Yeah.
Borders.
First. Yeah.
Oh, boy. It's finally happening. Yep, this is it. Oh, my God. And yes, what a fucking legend. This is insane. I was wondering why they haven't done this before. Well, now it's happening.
Well, we've all been wondering why the fuck we haven't done this before.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, in Britain, we're slow, right, when it comes to politics. Because, I mean, honestly, rushing your politics, it genuinely is a bad idea, right? It genuinely is a bad idea. But it allows things that are nefarious and ruinous to, in the long term, to gain a short-term foothold, right? So never actually a good idea to rush when it comes to anything political. But what that also means is there's a lot of sunk cost fallacy in it, as in when you've made the same mistake over and over and you're still making that same fucking mistake, you keep making the same goddamn mistake.
Yes, and it's also because there's been a lot of external malicious forces acting upon our systems as well. Just a few days ago, for example, the European Parliament demands that President Trump and I stop deporting criminal illegal immigrants in America.
So what's that got to do with you?
And
Why?
Like, it is genuinely amazing, because all that's happening here is ICE going, okay, illegal immigrants, everyone knows, we all agree, they're illegal, they must leave. Simple.
Yeah.
And this creates an outrage in the international community.
In Europe. Like, what?
I was like, obviously these people are malicious. What other possible explanation could there be for this?
Well, give me the reason why illegals shouldn't go.
Exactly.
What is it? Like, the answer is there isn't one. They need to fucking leave.
Well, the answer is that there is one, and it's the destruction of your fucking country. That's the only...
Well, yeah.
It's the only reasonable take on this, and it's not like they haven't been any... they haven't been secretive about it either.
Yeah.
And more importantly, who stays in our country.
Oh boy.
Restore Britain will not just stop mass immigration, we will reverse it.
I love his expressions.
It's getting excited now.
Oh, it's finally. I always wondered why people watch Asmongold, and then I started watching his clips, and I was like, okay, I can see why, actually. He is funny.
Oh my god, bro! Like, this is insane. Yes, I'm getting hard to get, bro. Please be real. Yes, apparently they're already at 10% and they haven't even started yet. Holy fucking shit, he's ramping. Yeah, bro. Like, God. Like, I was expecting. I'm gonna be honest. I went into this expecting, it's gonna be your traditional British way of life slop. No, this guy's talking fucking real shit. Oh my god.
The first priority is to control who comes to our country, and more importantly, who stays in our country. Restore Britain will not just stop mass immigration.
Oh my God.
We will reverse it. Every single illegal migrant will be securely detained and then deported. The message will be unrelenting. If you are in this country without our permission, you will be removed. For the foreseeable future, far more people must leave Britain than arrive.
Holy fucking shit.
That's
our thing? Oh, hey, it was a great idea. They should use it. This is amazing. I'll believe it when I see it. I mean, look at what Trump did. Trump brought in ICE. They rounded people up like crazy. They get rid of millions of people.
If a foreign national is unable to speak English,
yes,
lives in social housing, claims benefits,
kick him out,
refuses to work,
kick him
fails
the fuck
to
out,
integrate, commits crime, or even actively hates our way of life,
get the fuck out of here,
wishes to do us harm, then they must leave or be made to leave.
Or be made to leave.
Absolutely.
Correct. It's so good.
And the list he talks about here too, it's only common sense. Okay, you've come to Britain, you can't speak English. How are you going to contribute? What are you going to do? Like,
I'm a benefits sponge. What the fuck are you here?
Yeah. Like, this is one of those ultra basic things that should just be entirely common sense. If you cannot speak the language, get out.
Yeah. If you're on benefits, get out. Why would we keep you?
There was a Piers Morgan interview from a little while ago, I think, with some American chick whose name I don't remember now, where she made the same argument. If they don't speak English, I think it was about the Super Bowl half show, like, if you don't speak English, get out. And Piers Morgan, the smug twat he is, and he's like, but what is the official language in America? It's English. Fuck you. I don't give a shit that there's no official language. I don't give a fucking crap. It's English.
Yeah, but it didn't need an official language because everyone spoke English.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know if England has an official language. Like, why would we need one?
It's irrelevant. Like, everybody else speaks English, so you speak English.
Yeah, but like, when you have a country with a long settled and relatively homogenous population, there are certain things that are just assumed, which is everyone's going to speak the same language. So you don't need to legislate for it because everyone be like, go back 300 years and be like, you know what, everyone in England needs to speak English. We should make that a law. They'd be like, why? Like, we're all English. Like, England has been 99.9% English since the days that Alfred kicked out the Vikings. So why the fuck would we need to fucking legislate for that?
Yeah. Like, there is no point. This is one of those things, yet again, where everyone understands what she's meaning. The official language is English. But they go, well, it's not technically like, shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, shut up, Piers. Piers, you're getting cuckolded by your wife again. Your wife's off with the pool boy again, Piers.
Yep. And I just checked it out, by the way. English is the de facto official language of England. So, unofficial, quote unquote.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone knows it's the de facto language of England.
Yes.
Why would we need to make it, like, legal?
Yeah.
Why would we need a law to say what everyone already does?
It's just more bureaucratic idiocy at that point.
Exactly.
Dude. The world is healing. Oh, and by the way, I want to say that the process of doing this
yellow mare's fluttery
will be
buttery
very
butt?
brutal. It will.
Oh, yes.
It will be extremely brutal. It's going to make a lot of Karens cry. And that's
Yeah.
that you know you're doing the right thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's right. He's totally right. He's totally right. I just find it really funny.
And again, like this is also what's going to be so difficult about this, because especially in America, like the Americans have proven repeatedly that they have no stomach for continued moral outrage.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we Europeans have either, honestly. We're about to find out, I guess.
I think the English probably do, I think we probably don't care.
Restore Britain will make our communities safe again for women and children. That, I promise you.
Oh, yeah? How's that?
If that means millions go, then millions go.
I just love the way he catches his own smiles. It's so funny. He's just like, oh, no, quick. I have to look like I'm not impressed by stuff.
Oh my God. This is insane. Wow. Like common sense. It's common sense. Yeah, this is insane. Like, I've been waiting on this. Like, this is unbelievable. I love this.
We're constantly told that the economy needs vast swathes of low-skilled migrants.
Nope.
We know that's simply not true.
Of course it's not true. It's just a bunch of fucking, like, what do you mean? They're getting replaced by robots anyway.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like, this is one of those mind-breaking things, but in the West, we don't actually operate sweatshops that requires huge quantities of child labor to produce sneakers.
No, we operate Deliveroo.
Yeah.
And it's like, and so basically it's like Deliveroo would have a driver shortage. Good. I don't think you should be ordering from Deliveroo, for fuck's sake. I wish I lived in a country where Deliveroo basically couldn't exist.
What do you got to bring in a bunch of these clowns for? Don't do shit.
What we need is to get millions of healthy Brits back into work. A radical overhaul of
That's
how
right.
welfare is delivered. Protecting those in genuine need,
Absolutely.
but not funding healthy shirkers to live off the back of hard-working men and women.
Wow.
If you can work, you must work. It really is that simple.
Wow. Restore Britain. This is, see, like, guys, I'm gonna let y'all know, like, as soon as y'all can line this up with one country, it's gonna be like dominoes. As soon as one of these parties wins, the entire Europe is gonna shift.
Yeah.
Very possibly, yes. I think, unfortunately, I think you're underestimating just how fucking cucked part of Europe is.
Well, the European mainland, the EU, I mean, Norway and Britain are not in the EU, smart countries. But the European countries are going to have a much harder time getting this across the line than we are.
Yes.
We're actually really well placed, to be honest. Like, we're very, lucky in that way that all we need to do is gain control of our national governments.
Yes. See, this is the thing.
I have lost.
Britain has been desperate for an alternative. The sheer surge of popularity of Restore Britain is evidence of that. Here in Norway, when we had our mini immigrant crisis and we suddenly become hyper conservative overnight, we're a very country of old codgers when it comes to this. We're just too fucking well off to care 9 times out of 10. And even then, we always look over to Sweden and we go like, fuck, that's a hellhole. We can't become like the Swedes.
Yeah, don't make the mistake the Swedes made.
Meanwhile, like countries like Germany has a huge problem because the eastern part of the country that already suffered under communism, all of them are like, no, alternative for Deutschland. All of them are out in the streets like, no, we hate this shit. And then you've got the western part of the country, the liberal infested, who's like, yeah,
libtards. Fucking libtards.
Sure, they do commit a lot of rape and sure, they do steal a lot, but we can't.
Have you thought about the Nazis? That's literally the argument. But the Nazis, the fucking Nazis, man. Like I said, I was out in West Germany for 8 years of my life. Right? They literally are pathological about the Nazis. It's like, you guys aren't Nazis and you're libtards. So knock it off. Stop being libtards. That's all you have to do.
And then, of course, you've got countries like France. Like, one thing that Americans have got to understand about France as well is that France isn't a democracy. France is a mob rule that has somehow managed to totter its way through the last 100 years.
Just to be clear as well, France was like that during the French Revolution, and it never got over it.
No, the French Revolution never ended.
Yes.
It genuinely never ended. Like, I guarantee you, right now, there's probably a major riot going on in France somewhere.
Doubtless.
I can say that because they never end. They haven't ended for 200-300 years. It's simply ruled by whatever party is the strongest at the time that has the ability to rein in the mob for the longest. Which is why you can have Macron surrounded by foreigners going, free speech is bullshit unless we can regulate it.
No. So he wasn't saying that.
Wasn't he?
He was actually... No, and this is a thing that's been wide, as far as I can tell anyway, has been widely misrepresented, right? So Macron was basically saying free speech is bullshit because the line is blurred between free speech and hate speech. And so basically you need transparency, which is what he says in that, about what is and is not hate speech. So basically he was criticizing the Germans over this.
That's a
because
lot better.
The Germans... it is a lot better. I put out a video just for the podcast. The Germans have basically come out, Merz and the German cabinet have come out and said, look, basically, it's free speech until we disagree with it, is literally their own statement. And it's like, okay, that's not free speech. That's not fair. And that's not a democracy. So that can't be acceptable, you know?
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Because then they're going to see, and the problem, and I'm going to tell you the reason why. A lot of people are afraid to have these values. Like, look at how many people have to go out and make performative statements in America about how much they don't like ICE. The moment that and they're not doing that because they dislike ICE. They're doing that because it's socially acceptable.
Yes, it's socially unacceptable not to.
Yeah.
Change what's socially acceptable, and you change the entire culture. That's all you have to do. So the moment that you have a country that allows this, and the people that think this don't get canceled, and they don't lose their jobs, and they don't get ostracized, it will multiply overnight.
And that is the situation where we are in right now, where this has become less popular, and the left has lost a lot of its enforcement power, basically, over this. Although even then, they still hold a great deal of moral power to basically browbeat people into thinking the correct way, or be chastised for it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that a lot of people are really downplaying the value of a perception of consensus and like how much that brings. If you have a perception of consensus, that is so powerful.
Restore Britain will be abundantly clear. If you consistently refuse work, then you will lose your benefits. We will punish indolence, and more importantly, we will reward success.
There you go.
We'll provide vast economic incentives for men and women to start businesses.
That's right.
That's
right. Quit funding shitholes and retards that are inbreeding in your country that come from some other fucking place, and give the money to the people that live there. Absolutely.
Yeah. There's yet another thing too. Like, yeah, absolutely.
Tell us how you really feel, Asmongold.
Fucking zero foreign aid. Zero. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't care how tiny a percentage of the budget it is. I don't give a fuck. Nothing.
Yep. I mean, it's not that small either. It's something like 3 billion, no, 15 billion a year we spend. It's not that, it's not nothing.
Yeah, it's not nothing at all.
They're funding inbred migrants.
Opportunities.
Give it to me.
Imagine that.
And I will use it as a foreign aid, an advice bureau to foreign countries.
Families. Standing here,
My
on
Twitter
farm,
feed will be an
I know
advice
exactly
bureau.
what it means to deal with energy bills, labour shortages, regulation, unproductive paperwork, planning restrictions, tax, and endless uncertainty. The state has definitively become the enemy of the people.
The enemy of the people.
Look at that face! Look at that fucking face! Oh, like he's fucking thrilled. I love it so much. It's so funny because it's so true.
Yep. Enemy of the people.
Tax and endless uncertainty. The state has definitively become the enemy of the people.
Oh, wow. This is really something special. I hope you're having a good day. I am now. I am now. Like, I'm having a really good day. This is insane.
Restore Britain will burn away suffocating taxes on work and enterprise. We will slash unnecessary regulation. We will dismantle bloated quangos and the overbearing HR culture.
No way he calls that shit out. Overbearing HR culture. It's not enough to do this, by the way. You have to openly hunt down and penalize all of the people that pushed it. So it's not enough just for your idea to win. The people that push the other idea have to be systematically punished in the most severe way possible.
Yes. Okay, so this leads us back to the topic of punitive damages. And yes. Because here's the thing as well. If the opposition, if the left wing was simply doing this out of some, like, spirit of honorable opposition, then sure, we should treat it as such. But we know it hasn't been. It has been malicious. It has been actively damaging. And they have known for a very long time that what they've been doing have been wrong. These people have treated us like the enemy for decades and must now be treated as the enemy in return.
Correct. No
You
quarter,
can't
no
just
mercy,
let them
repeal
go.
it all.
Yep.
Because then they'll do it again.
Yeah, and they're already doing it again. They already know they're doing wrong, but they just keep doing it.
Yep.
Culture. We must crush
Their mission in
parasitic
life
movement.
is evil, genuinely.
Yes.
And that's why they constantly find themselves in like, oh, look, the killer clown from It is actually a trans ally. It's like, yeah, because he's evil too.
Yep.
We will restore long-term.
We got this in Sweden. You'll get one. If he wins and they're successful, you'll get one in Sweden too.
Well, Sweden's been trying. The Sweden Democrats have been polling better and better every fucking election. They've grown ever since 2010, basically. But all of the other parties just rat together to keep them out of power year after year.
I mean, things are so bad in Sweden that really you've got no excuse but to vote far right in Sweden. Like, if you're Swedish and you don't vote for the far right, what is your fucking excuse? Like, are you part of the gang that's perpetrating grenade attacks? What is going on?
No, it's literally just it's their morality. That's it. They're trapped within the liberal framework where if they recognize for a second, and I think also genuinely a lot of them, politicians included, and the Swedish people have trapped themselves into a situation where if they admit that it was their ideology, their policies, their ideas that brought this about, then they will have to take responsibility for being the country in Europe with the highest rape rate of all of them, tripling that of fucking Germany.
Yeah. It genuinely is like a sunk cost fallacy where it's just like, look, if we admit to any of it, we have to admit to all of it. And it's just like, well, who wants to take the fall for that?
Yeah. Like, that is genuinely the problem, because if you do admit that this was your doing, you are now responsible for uncounted thousands of rapes. And okay, for the first time in practically forever, Sweden hit the high point of right now 52% of Swedish women report that they have either been exposed to or threatened with violence and or sexual violence. 52%, the majority of Swedish women.
Jesus Christ. Their grandmothers would never have believed that that'd be the case.
Oh, like
Can you imagine how safe Sweden was in the 70s?
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
The very reason why Sweden, like one of the parts of the reason why Sweden has such a high rape statistic is because their definition of rape is the broadest imaginable. It's the same as in Norway, where a kiss is rape, technically.
Yeah.
But Norway doesn't have these statistics, and it's because it's used to hide it. So Sweden is a country where right now they are arguing that on one hand, no, we only have really high rape statistics because our definitions are really broad. It's not that we have a rape pandemic or anything. And on the other hand, they've also got the feminists going, look at all of this violence against women. You must elect an even more left-wing party.
The thing is, though, that's kind of them giving the game away, right?
Yes.
That's them saying, no, it's because of our bullshit statistic gathering that this is so bad. And it's like, okay, well, is that really the case, right? Because I'm actually not convinced that that is the case. And as you point out, Norway is a great example of why I'm not convinced that's the case. And two, what you're saying is your country has been set up as feminist bullshit on purpose to deliberately mislead people. You literally just said it just now. So the only logical thing to do now is to undo it, isn't it?
Yep. But if they undo it, then they have to recognize the fact that this was a problem they created. They made the world in which Sweden has a 52% violence against women rate.
Yes. Welcome to feminism. Literally creating the Handmaid's Tale.
And then all those no-go zones, they're just going to send in the military and round everybody up and get rid of them. That's what they can do.
I don't know if the Swedish military would be able to do so, but I fucking wish.
I mean, how big is the Swedish army?
Not very. And they wouldn't even use the army, they'd use the fucking police. And the very reason why there are no-go zones is because the police can't go in there because the fucking criminals have more guns than the police do.
Well, I was going to say, I doubt the criminals, the police are armed to be able to deal with it.
Yeah. And that is exactly why they become no-go zones, because the cops are like, okay, if we go in here, we'll be outgunned.
Yeah. We don't have sovereignty in this area.
Yes. We have ceded this to various gangs that now wage fucking war on each other.
Yeah, it's mad.
Do.
Guys, why are we ceding any of our countries to foreigners again?
Stable, logical policy, so that businesses can plan and invest and grow
I don't
again.
think so.
But Restore Britain is about much more than numbers on a spreadsheet. It's about who we are as a nation and who we are as a people. Britain is not just an economy. Britain is not just an idea. Britain is not just a passport. Britain is a nation. Britain is a people, our people. And Restore Britain will never allow that to be erased. We will celebrate our Christian heritage.
I love watching his face light up.
I'll tell you this, right? If I was in Britain, I'd vote for this guy. I would vote for this guy.
No
Absolutely.
kidding.
This is the guy. This is the guy.
And the identity that built and shaped
That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what
strength.
Elon said. That's exactly what everyone's been saying. This is the guy. It's not Farage. Everyone can tell it's not Farage. It's Rupert.
Forgiveness, duty, and fairness. In short, a high trust society. That will mean defending
Use
our
the term.
culture. That will mean resisting the
Use the
relentless
term.
creep of radical Islam.
And they're too high trust society. This is something that basically doesn't exist anywhere else.
Yeah.
This is like it's a phenomenon nearly unique to the West and Japan, I guess.
You ignorance
Yep.
a lot.
Like the idea of a high trust society, the idea of honesty boxes, where you just like sell shit on the street and people put money in a box with no prompting, no security.
But I mean, there are lots of places in Europe where they don't have this as well, right? It's kind of a Northwestern European thing.
Try that in fucking Bulgaria.
That's the question.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? like, guys, you know.
That will mean banning the burqa, outlawing Sharia law, blocking cousin marriages, and reimposing our Christian-based rule of law.
Oh my
Sorry,
god!
it's just Asmongold having that fucking Vince McMahon meme moment.
Yep.
Keeps going, he's like, oh!
He's saying it.
He's
Bro,
saying it.
what the fuck? This is amazing. Oh my god.
Restore Britain government would legislate to ensure that no halal or kosher slaughter on British soil.
Wow. Holy shit.
This is Britain, and we will do things our way.
Wow.
This political party now exists for one reason.
And the thing is that, like, I feel like if Saudi Arabia or, like, Iran or Qatar said this, I would say, yeah, base, that's your country. You should do things your way. Why the fuck do they get to do things their way, but we can't do things our way? It's ridiculous.
Great question.
Heresy's the
To
question.
restore Britain.
Fire is the
To make it a
answer.
better, safer, and more prosperous place for British men and women to raise their families.
That's right.
It will be difficult,
Think Canada will
and it
follow?
will be painful.
Probably not for a while.
But I assure you, it is possible. I hope you will consider joining me on this journey and becoming a member of our party.
Service guarantees citizenship.
It is our country. It is now our collective responsibility to act.
Man.
Together, we will restore Britain. Thank you.
Man.
Amazing.
So you still like Trump? This guy is just Trump, you know, the pedo? You're gonna...
I hope he's better than Trump.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he is.
I really hope so. Because
Well, I spent quite a lot of time with him at this point, so I'm sure he is.
like,
I mean, we had him on the podcast today.
Trump's first term was wasted. Just completely wasted because he tried
Yeah.
to work within the system. Didn't work. System didn't work with him.
Yeah.
Second term has been better. He has made strides, absolutely. And the best part is the majority of his good decisions in the second term is simply just because he's, well, vibing, practically.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, the problem is Trump's made peace with a lot of the system.
Yes.
A lot of the system has been like, okay, we can work with you as long as you don't, mess around with invading Iran or something like that. And that looks like it's about to happen, by the way, for anyone who didn't know. And so it's like you can tell that the system's like, okay, we can work with you. Okay, you can deport the illegals, we consent, but the military industrial complex continues to roll on as always, And so, like, this, I don't think that's going to change either.
Yep. It is an interesting situation. But in Britain, well, there will be a lot more potential power that can be used here to actually implement a lot of these policies.
Gonna try to do those little games with me. I don't give a fuck about any of that, bro. Like the emotional exploitation. Oh, let me get the moral upper hand. I don't give a fuck. If it's up to me, I would do exactly what this guy is saying. I would. And it's about the idea. I don't care whatever your opinion of some guy is. It doesn't matter. The main thing that matters to me is achieving the goal. That's what matters the most. So Rupert Lowe, MP. Oh my God. What a fucking legend. You're more optimistic than most. It's a tall task since many don't like accepting a new political party. I hope I'm proven wrong, though. Well, I mean, of course I can be optimistic. It doesn't mean anything is going to go very well or things going to go great. I mean, sure, it might be awful and it might suck and things might not go well. But at the end of the day, you're going to hope things improve and they get better. And that's obviously what I would hope for. I mean, I don't know what else you really want me to say. I think that's kind of common sense, isn't it? Of course you're going to want to have things
it's
get better,
literally
right?
Rupert
And so-
saying it's going to be hard.
Yes.
Like it's not going to be easy, and everyone knows it's not going to be easy, but we just have to deal with it and get on with the thing.
Yeah. There isn't any other option anymore. There hasn't been any other option for a very long time.
So that's my outlook on it. They won't reach the goal if the vote is split by him. Well, they're not reaching it anyway. Like, they're not getting...
Yeah, like, okay, that is actually a great point as well. So the counter argument, oh, but now you're splitting Reform and Restore's vote. You're splitting the right wing. Yeah, but there is only actually one right wing here. Reform isn't going to do anything. It's not going to have the stones to do what is required to be done. It's going to mule, it's going to whine, it's going to slow the left wing's march of progress, but it will not halt it, and it sure as fuck will not reverse it.
Correct.
The time for half measures is over.
Getting it anyway at all. So the guys also diving deeper into the Asian grooming gangs.
Can't be
Yeah.
fucking around anymore.
It's a huge issue. It's a massive problem. I've never voted before, but this guy might be my first base. Yeah, absolutely. Sweden deports people who turn 18 even though they've never been to their country of origin before. Well, I don't know what Sweden does. Why would you outlaw the halal or kosher slaughter, though? If people wouldn't, shouldn't you be able to make it for them? Well, because it's again, they don't want to have that in their culture. That's the reason why. I mean, I agree that's a pretty extreme measure, but at the same time, they just don't want to have that type of ideology in the country. That's it.
Well, yeah, okay.
Sick of it.
So this basically comes from a simple cultural superiority standpoint. Because the argument is indeed, okay, well, why don't we offer it? And I'm sympathetic to that argument, but what we need now is to assert our own culture as superior to theirs. And it is superior to theirs. We don't torture fucking animals for food.
And the thing is, it doesn't matter if it's superior or inferior. It doesn't matter. It's ours and it's what we want. It's our country. It's our culture. And if you don't like it, you have countries of your own that have your culture. You're free to go there, and we're not going to stop you.
Like, it's literally that simple. I mean, like, you can go and try to rationalize it and say that it's because it hurts the animals or whatever, but the real reason is because they don't want to have these people coming in there and putting their ideology in there and changing the way Britain is. Like, that's the real reason.
Correct.
And I think that's totally fine.
Correct.
Like, I mean, they have every right.
Correct. Completely based and true.
To do that. I mean, you know, you can't just go over there and say, okay, well, we're going to do things our way and everybody has to put up with it. Well, why? Why should they have to put up with it? It's deeper than that? Not really. I mean, it's really not. So anyway, let's go back.
Asmongold is... The thing is, that's the deepest point. Like, all of the other things, like, oh, our culture's better, let's look at the metrics we've got, look at the moral arguments we've got. All of those are actually the layers of obfuscation that we use just to get down to the base level of, it's just ours and we prefer it.
Here. And well done, Rupert. Best of luck to you. And should support mainland Europe. We're with you. Godspeed, sir. Based, patriot, easiest vote in the world. Absolutely, man. England lives. Holy shit. Rupert Lowe is probably the best chance Britain has to save the country. Nigel Farage won't change anything. And Kirk is supporting Nigel Farage to instead consider supporting Rupert Lowe. And as our leader, we know so right. Yeah, people are massively positive about this. 22 million views. I haven't even seen this before. Banning halal and kosher stars out those groups. If they can't get acceptable food, why would they stay? Yeah. And you have to keep in mind that, like, here is really what the goal is, right? And I think that the problem is that there is a very obvious and evident stated goal, even though I think people like to talk around it. The stated goal is remove all of the foreigners and the migrants that aren't supposed to be here, that aren't Europeans. That's what the stated, that's the implicit goal. Now,
yes.
That is got a lot of Europeans we need to get rid of as well, to be honest.
The Overton window hasn't shifted enough to where people can just outwardly say that, but that is what they're thinking. That's absolutely what they're thinking. So whenever they see a Muslim family that, you know, they have their, you know, people dressed in the clothes they have and everything coming into Britain, they see this is a foreigner. These are people that we don't like their ideology. We don't want them here. It's literally that simple. But they're not able to say that yet because there aren't enough people out there that are openly saying this. Once enough people are openly saying it, then you will have a dramatic change. Sounds xenophobic? It is completely xenophobic. Absolutely.
Yes, thank you for noticing.
But this is also where it comes from, because this didn't need to happen. This wasn't necessary. We actually did have the society where we were like, okay, you want to come here, you're in actual danger, you know, you're persecuted in your home country because it's a fucking shithole. Okay, all right, we understand. We understand and agree that we might have a moral obligation to protect you from your shithole country. But then you took advantage. And have been taking advantage for decades and decades.
It's not only that either. That what you've described there is a handful of people every year.
Yes.
You know,
yeah, that is a small amount of people.
A couple of people a year. You know, that you would never notice. You know, those people would filter. If it was like, you know, a few thousand people a year, they'd filter into the population. They'd end up getting married to a native because what choice would they have? And then their kids would be essentially indistinguishable from the natives in 2 generations. And they wouldn't even know that they come from, you know, it'd be like literally Elizabeth Warren saying, oh, I've got a great grandfather that was a Native American. It's like, yeah, if you go back 16 generations or something, Elizabeth, you know, like, but you've got less Native American ancestry than the average European does. So fuck off, you know?
Yes. And these were the people that our immigration system was actually constructed and set up to handle, to integrate a few thousand people a year. And that is not what we are getting. We are now getting economic migrants. And this is also, incidentally, why our system was set up that you would have to seek asylum in the country you first arrived in. That was an original idea to discourage economic migration. But then we started ignoring all of that. And now, here we are.
Absolutely it is. And that's the way it is. You don't want to have a bunch of people come into your country that are totally different than you. That's the way things work. It's the same thing as in Saudi Arabia. It's the same thing as in Qatar. They're not necessarily xenophobic in that sense of the word, but if you want to use it, you can go ahead and use it. At the end of it, so what? Yeah, I don't care. Like some phobic word. Okay, so this just automatically means that like this stuff is bad? I don't think so, man. You're so wrong. I'm really not.
And this is
He's
also
not.
why,
He's completely
indeed,
right.
countries like Saudi Arabia, you know who they offer to come and stay in their country? It's basically affluent individuals. It is people who have businesses, who have employment, who have jobs.
Yellow mare's
Like,
fluttery,
I think it's
fluttery butt.
Oman or one of those countries down there that specifically has like work visas for streamers. They're
Dubai.
basically saying
Dubai.
Dubai, okay. They're basically saying if you have a business, set up here. Great.
Yeah.
We're going to charge you like a 10% company tax. That's it. But that's 10% we wouldn't get if you were anywhere else. And in return, we'll let you stay. As long as you fucking want. Just integrate, follow our rules, follow our laws. Happy dappy.
Yeah. And the thing is, that tax is way lower than the tax you're paying at home.
Oh, hell yes. It's incomparable. Not to
I wish
mention,
I was getting only that.
down there as well, they just have a corporate tax. So you don't have any income tax. So you pay on the company you've created and on the earnings you get.
God, why aren't we moving to Dubai?
Why are we? That's a very good question.
When you start laying it out, you're like, am I that attached to my own country?
It's idiotic. And again, like it works because they simply say, right, if you have a company, if you're willing to pay our taxes, come. And if we had the same system here, okay, if a famous Arabian streamer that would pay £100,000 in taxes every year wanted to come to England, oh, okay, I can be convinced.
No more. If that were the level of immigration we had, no one would notice it.
Yeah. No one noticed it. And even
But
if
that's
they
not the
would,
immigration we have.
the counter argument would be so obvious. They'd simply just bring up the graph going like, look, the average immigrant brings in more to Britain than the average Englishman. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a line they tried to use, but it's not true, obviously. And then that would actually make it true. But the only way that would work is if it was literally in the thousands each year. It's the only way that could work.
Not, and you'll see that. Do you remember what I said? Do you remember what I said last year about how there will be political people that will rise up in the next 5 or 10 years, and their policy will not be to stop the boats, it will be to sink the boats? Do you remember whenever I said that?
Fuck yes.
And I said that there is going to be no longer a policy to stop immigration, it will be to reverse it. Remember when I said that too? And now it's happening, it's been a year later. Europe will have another real Hitler soon. Well, hopefully, because if you trust in people like this, you won't get a Hitler.
That's the point that a lot of people are missing. And Reform are currently like, oh, Rupert Lowe's a Nazi. Rupert Lowe supports the Nazis. And like, no, this is how you prevent that, right? This is the final off-ramp to avoid that sort of development in the country. And obviously, nobody wants that to happen in the country. Like, nobody wants this sort of bullshit. We just want the problem solved.
Yes. This is literally, unironically, not memeing, mass deportation is the liberal solution.
Yeah.
There is another option, and that's the one we're still trying to fucking avoid. You goddamn idiots. But any
Literally.
problem that is allowed to continue to ferment indefinitely will bring about an extreme solution. Duh.
It really doesn't even need saying, you know?
It doesn't.
Like,
the only thing that we are continuously surprised by is how we haven't reached it yet. It's the question of how we can arrive at the point of Sweden where the majority of women are victims of violence and how we still haven't gotten there.
yeah. How we've gone through the rape gangs and not gotten there.
Yes.
This is the thing, right? Is that you have moderate people that are just simply like, okay, let's just get back to the way things were. You can get to this problem, you can solve this problem without getting a Hitler. But if you delegitimize, disenfranchise, and prevent these people from taking power, you will get the violent, authoritarian, fascist, genocidal alternative. That's what's going to happen. You either you either go with somebody like this, or you make it inevitable that somebody who is even more extreme. Because in my opinion, I think that the next time that what is necessary will be incredibly painful. Yep, definitely. The next time that a big person like that takes power, I think that it will put every other massacre in the entire history to shame.
Harsh words, but yes, baby. Yeah, this is the problem. There
is there any reason to think that Asmongold is wrong?
No, like, we have an issue. We have to solve it. We are trying to solve it, and the entire political establishment is going, no, please don't fix the problem.
Yeah, they are. Like, even the thing is, this is the thing. Right? So when after Rupert found a resort, a lot of these sort of reform surrogates in the media were like, well, hang on a second, guys. You're not going to start kicking out immigrants, are you? And it's like, yeah, loads of them. Loads of criminals, loads of illegals, and like all of the welfare parasites who don't contribute to the country. Those people should go home. And they were like, no. And it's like, sorry, aren't you the right-wing party? Why is your argument now, we need to keep as many of these fucking parasites in our country as possible? How is that your argument? Like, what do you even hear yourselves?
Because think about how good technology is, how much better our weapons are. Oh my God. It's not even going to be close. And here we go. This is a good one. Left Brain UK. A new poll has shown the fascist organization Restore Britain, created by Reform UK MP Rupert Lowe, could win 9% of the vote if it stood in the next general election. Restore Britain.
And there too is where you, like, as a leftist, you have to ask yourself the question, why is the fascist party capturing 9% of the vote?
On day one.
On day one.
All people had to do was hear about it for them to be on 10%.
Yes.
Is there something we need to know, guys? It's like, yeah, people are fucking pissed off.
This is indicative of a problem.
Yeah, exactly. And if you want to avoid that problem, better just get it out of the way.
And obviously, of course, in this context, the word fascist simply stands for the left-wing word of not us.
Yeah. Not a leftist, yeah.
But even as a left-wing, you should then ask yourself, have we done something wrong? Why is such a large portion of the population instantly and immediately against us?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so fucking stupid.
It's a complete shit show, and it's a shit show entirely of their own making.
Yes. It is literally because in Germany, in France, in Sweden, in England, they've spent so many years actively opposing the solution to the problem that...
Yeah.
Again,
everyone's just sick of it.
Yeah, all of this was entirely avoidable. None of this has to happen, but you weren't willing to let it not happen, so here we are.
Man, I tell you what, like, my town is so full of migrants. It's so crazy. It's like, where the fuck have you guys come from? And how did you find my town and not some other town? It's just really inexplicable that, like, someone... And these people are from all over Africa, all over Asia. And I'm like, right, so I'm supposed to believe that when you were in rural Bangladesh or rural Uganda or wherever you fucking come from, you'd heard of Swindon and you were like, one day, my son, we will get to Swindon.
It was promised to us 3,000 years ago.
Exactly. How the fuck are you here? Not in London, not here. Here. I know you didn't know about this place. How did you get here? And the answer must be the government put it in here.
Yes. So there are two main reasons. One was that during like the 90s, etc., our liberal worldview was such that we needed immigrants. We genuinely believed we had to have more immigrants that would strengthen our country, all of the usual bullshit, blah, blah, blah. And they actually created like pamphlets that they would send out in African villages to go like, come to Norway or come to England. They were actually actively recruiting immigrants.
The Labour Party admitted to this as well.
Yeah.
They admitted they would go canvassing for immigrants to bring to the country.
Yes.
And it's like, no one voted for that.
That is an
We vote for the
thing.
opposite of that a lot. A lot. We vote for the exact opposite of that constantly.
Yes. And now that this is also continuing, the other avenue is, of course, that people there, they get a phone call from their cousin who's in Swindon and goes like, dude, they gave me a house. What do you mean they gave you a house?
Yep.
They gave me a house.
They're giving me free money every fucking month.
Yes. I get a salary. What do you have to do for it? Nothing.
Rape their children.
Like this is like one of those life hack videos where like bro has found a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah, honestly, right? There have been a couple of stories going around today, right? So one woman in just some English village, some African guy was just banging on their door at 2 a.m, and he's just like leering into the fucking camera, and it's just like they're like, what are we supposed to do about this? It's like, well, I mean, I if I told you, you'd probably call me a bad person, but also, what do you think he's doing? Why do you think he's doing it? And of course, they, I haven't spoken to them, but they wouldn't be able to answer. They'd be like, well, I don't know. Exactly. You don't know this guy. You don't know what he's thinking. There are tribes in Africa where they kill bald men because they think there's gold inside their fucking skulls. You tell me why he's knocking on your door, right? You don't know. And then there was another one where there was some African just wandering around. He pulled his fucking trousers down in the middle of town and was like, I want to rape a white girl. What is in his head? What is going on? Right? This is literally like the elves inviting the orcs into their civilization and wondering why the orcs are like, I don't understand this place. And I just think that I'm supposed to get access to an elf woman. Like, this is mental. We are doing something demented to us and to them. And it's like, it's no wonder it's producing really fucking weird results.
Yeah. It's an unsustainable system. Everybody knows it. And now it's just a question of how long we will hold off the solution, how extreme it will become. That's all. Right. Let me start getting through the super chat as well.
Yeah.
If YouTube will let me. Lord comes a Spartan for 50. I hate when people say I'm phobic. I do not have an irrational fear of them. I'm not afraid of them. I'm not xenophobic. I am xenomizic. I do not fear them. I hate them. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, phobia. I remember when Russophobia was the thing.
Yeah, I do.
We've gone through many stages of this.
Yeah.
An expression of pain. Listen to Master of Mankind, Horus Heresy, and there was a peaceful xenospecies allowed to exist in the Empire till it was discovered they could be ground up into anti-aging medication. Swiftly extinct. The last one got fed to the warp squirrel call. Good. They happen to be very useful.
Well, I mean, anti-aging.
Yeah.
No one wants to get old.
That's just what happens. You shouldn't have been so valuable.
Yeah.
Ashhawk, if he has seen it, I would love to hear what Sargon thinks of the folk version of The Lion Still Roars. If he hasn't, can we get a live reaction? It's AI, but I think it may be currently appropriate.
I haven't seen it.
The Lion Still Roars. People are doing too much with AI. I don't like it. Stop it.
Yeah. There's a lot of like boomer AI patriot slop that goes around, which honestly, most of it I find kind of cringe, to be honest.
That one too. I did like this one meme though, where they just have the immigration trucks going around gathering people up. I did like that one.
Mm-mm.
AI. Did you hear as well that they weren't going to be any like civilian production of GPUs this year either?
No, I didn't hear that, but it's all going on AI, is it?
Yep. Basically, all of the companies are like, okay, we could make stuff for civilian use for a fifth of the profits, or AI is going to be a bit of a problem for our infrastructure.
Yeah.
I feel like. Just a little bit of one.
Doesn't matter.
Zaloxon, bullets are much cheaper, quicker. No, and easier. YouTube. Protect me. Sensible Center, Trump just nuked the Chagos deal with one post. Chagos?
Yeah. I mean, the Chagos Islands. Right, so the Chagos Islands quote-unquote deal is Keir Starmer, for no reason, apparently. No one can tell why he decided this was something he wanted to do. But he decided that he was just going to give the Chagos Islands, quote-unquote, back to Mauritius. Now, Mauritius has never owned the Chagos Islands. Mauritius isn't really a sovereign country. Mauritius is a sovereign country by the consent of the governing powers of the world, but of course would just get annexed in a day if ever the Age of Empires returned, right? So, never had it. Don't know why anyone thinks they deserve it. I don't even know if they were like advocating for it or agitating for it, but the Chagosians themselves, there is a population of people on Chagos, and like we don't want that. We're happy being ruled from Britain, thanks. And Keir Starmer was like, no, I'm giving you to the Chagos, to Mauritius, regardless of whether you've got bad blood with them because of quote unquote history or whatever. You know, geography demands that you're ruled by Mauritius, and we're also going to pay Mauritius for the privilege. We're going to pay them something like £9 billion to take the Chagos Islands off our hands. It's like, what? Why? If we were giving it away, okay, that's weird because we've got a military base there and the Americans got a military base there. So it's like, why would we do that? But then we're going to pay them for the privilege of giving them an island we own? Why? And then the Mauritians somehow managed to strong-arm us. And we were like, okay, fine. If any refugees turn up on the Chagos Islands, we will take them off of your hands for free. So you don't have any expenses to pay, and we're going to pay you £9 billion. It's like, what am I listening to? But this sounds like madness. Like, how could this be something that our government is going to... I mean, it sounds like treason, right? It sounds unironically just like treason. They're just giving away our territory for no reason.
Right.
I mean, literally no one can work out what the motive is for this. And Trump has finally intervened saying, yeah, no, you're not doing that. Shut up.
Well, the motive is malice. We know because that's the only thing that lives inside of Keir Starmer.
Yeah, I mean, it literally can only be malice. Like, there's no other explanation that he has even proffered.
No. I mean, there's a brilliant little clip here. So, Keir Starmer was trying to lower the voting age in Britain to 16 years, and then banning under 16 for social media as well.
Yeah.
I'm George, I'm 17. I wanted to ask about the representation of the people bill, which is being put before Parliament, and how giving 16 and 17-year-olds the vote risks being incompatible with a social media ban under 16, because the majority of young people get their news from social media, from their TikTok feed. So I wanted to ask...
Which is a problem in and of itself, but hey, details.
Sure.
You know, what provisions will the government put in place for citizenship education in schools, for example?
Well, a lot bound up in that. Firstly, I'm a big advocate of votes at 16 and 17. At 16 and 17, you are old enough and mature enough to make a decision about a government that ought to be and will be a government.
Are you fucking mental? Are you fucking mental? I wouldn't trust a 17-year-old, 16-year-old to do shit. I have a 16-year-old in my house. Like, don't get me wrong, she's not that bad, actually. But she's not experienced enough in the world to know anything about government.
Yes.
Fucking hell.
And again, it's like, okay, are you old enough to watch pornography? No. Okay, well, then you're not old enough to fucking vote, are you?
Yeah, are you old enough to drink?
Yes. Like,
you know,
if the government still feels it is necessary to impose restrictions on you because it believes you are not mentally capable of making those decisions yourself, then you don't get to vote. Oh,
exactly. But just to be clear, none of this is about a rational argument that is internally consistent or anything like that. All of this is, what do they think will get them more votes at the next election?
Yes.
And they think that young people are easily swayed by bullshit arguments that the Labour government makes, and therefore will keep them in power. It's not, right? It's not going to work. And it's not because young people are brilliant and do sensible things. It's because they just don't fucking vote.
No.
Like it's literally like something like, a fifth of young people vote. It's a really small number. They just don't bother. They don't care. They're not interested in politics.
For you. So it's really important that we have those votes. We do need to make sure the citizenship is part of what we look at. We've broadened the curriculum in schools because I think children and young people ought to learn about citizenship and how we operate as a society more generally. It's very important skills that they need for life.
We need to brainwash them.
Yes, we need to brainwash them.
Point about news because in politics there's always been a heavy...
Don't get me wrong here. I believe you. I believe you need to brainwash them.
Focus on newspapers, but frankly, I don't think many people young people certainly, ever read newspapers anymore, or even sit down.
Anymore? Like young people in his day were just like, oh, fellows, I'm just going down to the shop to get the latest newspapers so I can find out and keep abreast of what's going on in the country. Fuck off, kid. They never did.
It's at 10 o'clock news. It's much more likely to be through social media and really goes...
Oh, yeah, young people. Oh, hang on a sec, chaps. We're going to have to stop drinking underage and having sex or whatever. The 10 o'clock news is on.
Yep.
Care, you fucking delusional lunatic.
Let's make sure that we're not cutting off sensible and good access for young people.
George,
And of course, all of this comes back to what he began with, the schools. The schools will teach you what to think.
Yeah.
And the school, again, in a theoretical perfect world where the schools were actually teaching the history of philosophy, like beginning with the Greeks and all the way through to arm you with all of the information you required to make a good cognizant decision, then okay. But I don't believe you're doing that.
If the teacher was Radcheck, maybe.
Yes.
But I know the teacher is not going to be Radcheck. So no.
It's not. It's this. This is like the eternal trap of democracy, where we need an educated electorate and we need an interested electorate, but the majority of the electorate is neither educated nor fucking interested.
And what's great, though, is in Starship Troopers, this is literally Radcheck's The Failure of Democracy speech.
Yes.
Explaining why democracy didn't work, why mass democracy failed, why it led to all of the problems that we are currently experiencing, as he predicted. Heinlein was a prophet. He knew it was going to happen. He was completely correct. Keir Starmer is literally speed running that because he's a retard.
Yes. Janet Logan, when I get older, I'm going to tell my kids about how their father saved the day with spicy memes and hard labor, saving the world from my grandparents' mistakes. What story that will be one day.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Like, that could be the next, scary tales. Like, you better go to sleep now or the government is going to come and cut your penis off. That would never happen. Oh, brings out newspaper article from 2014.
You better go to sleep now, or the government is going to literally kill you for being sad. For anyone who doesn't know, the Canadian government, there's a guy with seasonal affective disorder, which is just, I get sad in the winter because it's gloomy. And the government were like, you need to die. And they literally fucking killed him.
Yep. Yes. As, again, Made in Canada has been,
he was 26.
It has been the best thing, as because every prediction has been proven true. Every one. Oh, they're only going to be a small, limited number of people. No, they expand it every year. They'll never do it to kids. Actually, they're talking about that right now.
Isn't it the third highest cause of death in Canada?
Yes. And it's like, oh, but this will bring down suicides. No, it hasn't. Hasn't fucking touched the suicide numbers. Made is only killing extra people.
Yeah.
Like, there was another one.
Mental.
There was a woman who was disabled, and she asked for a stair lift, and the government is like, right, well, we could do that, or...
Don't you just want to die instead?
Yeah, we could put in a stair lift,
like, no.
But it'd be cheaper to fucking gas you.
Yeah, literally, that is literally what the Canadian government is doing, man. It's mad. It's absolutely fucking mad.
It's like, it turns out that if you give the government the opportunity to kill you, the government's going to fucking take it.
And it will do it and think it's doing it for cost efficiency reasons. Like, it'll be like, oh no, we're saving the taxpayer money. It's like, yeah, I guess technically you probably are, actually. You know, that's probably true. You probably are saving the taxpayer money. You're also fucking mental.
Yeah. Absolutely. They are saving you money by killing your grandparents, but that doesn't make it a good thing. Meanwhile, it's handing out money for the millions to new people. Like, come on, Ahmed, we'll just off our old people and we can still afford you for a while longer.
I mean, Ahmed doesn't want to commit suicide, does he?
No. Why would Ahmed want to commit suicide? He's got 13 children to look after him when he's old.
Yeah. And he's getting free money from the government, so his life's great.
Yeah, he's doing pretty fucking great for himself. He's calling back to Syria every day to mug his cousin, like, yes, my government check came in this week too.
That's true, though. Fucking mad.
Lord Commissar Spartan. Vera Libertas, Gloria Imperia America. That probably means Hail America. Charles the Beagle. Oh, the grand old Duke of York. He had 10 million quid. He gave it to someone he never met for something he never did. So Noxon, forget reform. UK, deport UK. At least there wouldn't be a re-party. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Zanoxon, the time has come for the Austrian painter party.
No. I hate Germanism in all its forms.
Austrianism, technically.
England has a long and proud... No, Austrians are Germans. England has a long and proud history of being racist and oppressing minorities all on its own. We don't need to... Yeah, we don't need to invoke foreigners to do that.
Lynn
Am
Tilson.
I wrong?
Donuts £2. Thank you, sir. Or check it all. With all the R parties, when will retry be a name? Like, I'm just waiting for the party that goes like, you made us do this, that party. Like, forced to do it party.
Yeah. Yeah, literally the meme.
Yes.
Why did you make me do this party?
Yes.
Yeah, like, I really want that to be a party slogan. Why did you make us do this?
It's just a picture of a noose with the text inside of it. Why did you make us do this?
Yeah, but it's a great question and has yet to be explained.
Steel Manning 2. Carl, would Connor Tomlinson stand for a store?
You'd have to ask him.
JJ610. If it hasn't happened yet, I still wish to see Saga's reaction to 1,000,000 Amelias. He has seen it. He has indeed. Marine Alva, Babylon B article. Prince Andrew joined Muslim gang.
Now suddenly he gets out of all the problems, doesn't he?
Didn't they arrest him the other day?
Yes, they arrested him today. Literally today.
Adam Blythe. Good day from Australia. I've been saying for years, Nigel never wanted change. He wants to be the bad guy at the posh dinner parties.
Correct.
Conrad Fat. I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears and sweat. There you go. Not oil.
Churchill.
Parents Besh, finally, I've got you live. A look into Larry Corrier's Monster Hunter International series. Lots of guns, and it came with the Trail Park Elves first. Loyal viewers, since your first video on the wall. Thank you very much, sir.
I smell your feet.
Marine Alva. Well, for a news item that is not a parody, California is now joining Washington as another state to ban 3D printing.
Is it?
People have been making too many guns, I guess. Antihero becomes a member. Thank you for your continued support, sir. Tanushi, with reform having become a dud and Restore still being nascent, what to be the hopeful party that come next? Redeem Britain?
Well, I think Restore's going to win.
I hope so too. I don't want to see Crusade Britain.
I think that the poll today showed that Restore is organically polling about 3 to 4%, and that's in the first week. So we'll see where we are next week.
Marine Alva, Kutzkasat did a video telling everyone to get Ozempic. What is that pharma is trying to get inside of us? First it was through vaccines, now this. The transhumanism argument. I swear to God, they're just trying to turn us into fucking lizard beings.
I hate it, like, doubtless, but there's something like I've been on my fucking diet for a couple of weeks. I don't know if it's even going very well, but like I've stopped weighing myself. You know, I just can't bring myself to do it. But I'm trying to stick to my diet, blah blah blah, and it's just I just feel that's the only correct way to do anything. Like you can't fucking take drugs to solve your problems. It's terrible. I mean, it's the same as a heroin addict, just escaping from the problem.
Yep. Antihero, would you consider to bring Razorfist on someday? I mean, sure, yeah. I keep saying we should start bringing guests on Stamford Bridge, but I get too busy to invite anyone every fucking week.
Bro, I would love to hang out with Razorfist, like I used to, but he fucking blocked me on everything.
What? Did he?
Yeah. I literally, one day, I went to look at his profile for some reason, I can't remember, you know, I don't even know. It must have been like, oh, has he put out a video or something? I must have been wanting to watch something. And I'm fucking blocked. So I DM'd him on Discord, like, bro, why have you blocked me on Twitter? And I'm blocked there too. And I was just like, what? I don't ever recall having a bad word with him. Like, I don't ever recall having a crossword with him. I fucking loved his content for years. I thought we were buddies. We used to play MechWarrior together. Like, I thought we were buddies. I have no idea why he's just like, yeah, no, fuck you. Like, he didn't send me a message or anything. I'm so, okay. So, I mean, if anyone wants to find out why, I'd be happy to hear it.
That is weird. That is very weird, yes.
I've literally no idea what I did to offend him.
Huh. Rubberlegs, Yanovich just released a 50-minute video lambasting Trench Crusade for their copyright abuse and awful quality control of their own printed minis. I know. I helped him with that.
Oh, I'll watch that in a minute. So I didn't realize he had a new one.
Yep, and it's Trench Crusade just sucks. Listen, okay, here's the thing. I don't even mind their like the technical ideas of their monetary system, like how they monetize all this. I don't even really mind. What I mind is the fact that they lied about it. And they obviously did that specifically to get sales. They claim to be miniature agnostic. They claim to always want to have STLs, etc. They did this to become popular. That is the only reason.
The thing is, right, that isn't itself a viable business model, right? What you have to do is essentially set up a Patreon.
How? What?
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Because what they're saying is, what they're saying is, we're not going to make money via sales of miniatures, right? When you say we're miniature agnostic, it's like, okay, well, fair enough. Do Kickstarter after Kickstarter after Kickstarter, and produce rule sets and artwork, and they give it away for free. That's essentially what Trench Crusade is saying, or like, sell manuals or whatever. So basically, you're going to have to just set up a Patreon. And, don't get me wrong, Trench Crusade was really popular. So I don't doubt that you've got like, tens of thousands of fans who would give you money for this. Like, I'm sure they would.
And again, they did all of this just to become popular. And now that they have become popular, they're all suddenly bluff old conservative capitalists. And that's what I dislike about them. They're lying, cheating sons of whores. Simple. My condemnment of Trench Crusade is entirely moral.
They could just admit this. They could just say, but the thing is, I agree with their business model. Right? There's nothing wrong with their business model. We just say, yeah, actually, we didn't know how this industry worked. That doesn't work. So we're going to sell miniatures like Games Workshop sells miniatures because that's how the business works. It's like, okay, yeah, fair enough. That makes sense. What's the objection?
Yeah. The Demi-Fiend as a Yank and a vet, I'm used to seeing military in politics. Was surprised to hear Lowe included them in his ideal coalition. Are veterans in the UK politics rare? Happy for a store and hope to donate.
Yeah, we don't talk about the military at all. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's absolutely a great point. We never talk about the military in our politics.
Yeah. Label Thread, Britain, I think is the test case for Reconquista. If you can get it done, then it will prove it is possible. That being the case, expect heavy resistance. Oh, yes. I mean, the resistance have already begun with the right...
Well, we do.
I feel as if this is kind of
the
also...
right wing,
it's reform. It's kind of proving itself to be the puppet of the establishment that they immediately leap upon Rupert.
Yeah. But that's fine, because the point is they all have to line up against Rupert, so which shows Rupert is the only one against the system, and they are part of the system.
Feyenoord Lotus, like saying everyone is American. If you follow that logic, it shouldn't matter where in America we move immigrants as long as it's outside the US.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, why aren't Americans just springing up outside in random places? Like, where are they?
Yeah. Rockman, hey, so
just in Papua New Guinea, there should be just random Americans.
Random Americans?
No, there should. Like, if America is just a set of ideas, then you should get random Americans popping up in the middle of the Amazon.
Hey, Sagan, I've been watching you back in the feminist frequency days. Hope Restore Britain wins and Sweden will take note and do the same. But doubtful. Can but hope. There are elections in Sweden this year, so we'll see.
We'll see, but...
Uslius Reform Party to Recucking Party. Restore Party win. GG France.
Restore are definitely going to win.
Do you sense that? That's hope, lads. Keep up the great work and glory to your houses. Hope. A fragile feeling.
Well, I'm just sure that we're going to win. I just can't see how they can win the arguments against us. Like, their arguments are atrocious. And we are obviously correct.
Rockman. Arch, how cringe base is my 30k army? It's an Ultramarines army where every melee squad consists of loyalist warhounds. Why did you make them Ultramarines then? Just paint them like warhounds. Tard. More trick at all. This video makes me want to move to England and help. I'm sure the tax rates will discourage you. Don't worry.
Trick or treat. Can I sell your feet?
Honestly, we've got enough immigrants, mate. I'm sorry.
We are currently having the "Do you deport children" discussion in Sweden. It seems that our right wing has fallen the left on this issue, sadly. Yeah, and again, this is the problem. Like, you can't allow for this moral weakness. You can't allow it, because if you do, that becomes a point of weakness that your opposition will then use against you. They'll go, oh, wait, hold on. Yeah. So if we show a crying child on the television, he'll stop?
Yeah.
What part of our politics
so that you're going to see a lot
think...
of crying children?
Yes, exactly.
Well, at the end of the day, they've just got to go back with their parents. It's just the way it has to be.
Yeah. What part of left-wing politics have you seen that makes you think that they wouldn't just abuse that? Like, again, it's gonna say, but it's the hard times. You need hard people. You're gonna have to harden your heart. You see a crying child, and you go, "No, I don't care if the child is crying. The child goes home now."
Well, the great thing about being a dad, right, is that you get really inured to crying children because they cry for all sorts of reasons. It's bedtime. You've got to eat your dinner. You're not allowed to strangle yourself to death by playing with whatever this dangerous piece of equipment is. You know, you've got to literally do the thing. You've got to go to school. Like you get really fucking used to crying children. So I'm actually, you know, pretty resistant at this point.
Yeah, and that's how we have to behave around this. They've been using
just a quick
this
thing.
for too long.
Children cry. Children cry. It's just what happens with children. It's not that shocking, and they get over it, actually.
Yep. And again, it's also like, it's literally the meme. Oh no, a crying child. I guess we got to give up on borders and shit. Like, no.
Yeah. Say goodbye to your civilization.
Violet Death Ray. As an American, I've become used to people saying they wish they had a Trump. I wish we had a Rupert Lowe. He cuts exactly to the heart of every issue, not just immigration from grooming gangs to COVID.
Yeah. Yeah, he really nailed everything, didn't he?
Adam Attackman, late 40 minutes in, not my fault this time. Work meeting. Well, your work is your fault. I don't see how this argument doesn't track.
Yeah, good point.
Dreadnought Logan, I have a feeling that in the future, being called a liberal will be a new insult. I can taste it already.
Trick or treat. Can I
Be on the same line as
sleep?
weak, presumably.
Oh, it fucking better be.
So Loxon,
Yeah.
the institutions must
Traitor.
be purged.
It'll mean it'll mean traitor. It'll mean
Traitor.
someone who prefers foreigners over the natives. That's what it'll mean.
The institution must be purged. The do-nothing Republicans, the bureaucrats, the activist judges, they must be removed by any means, be it legal or wet work. Has to happen. I am all for purging the courts. We need a brand new legal system that is far less political than our current one. Chickador, Arch, obviously you put the migrants on bikes, running generators in the back. Electricity. Tuna Fortuna, Carl, you can't say that. You just came out as pro-destruction of European energy for excusing the US taking out Nord Stream. Yeah.
It's not European energy. It's Russian energy.
Yes, it's Russian energy that we are dependent
What?
upon. It is silly. We shouldn't be dependent upon it.
France is energy independent. They don't need Russia. They're doing great. Germany is retarded.
It is retarded. They are retarded. And they're German, which means they'll never, ever accept the fact that they're retarded.
Yes.
Carson Casimir, how much happens because of the German habit of over-engineering to the point it makes Kafka look like a paragon of efficiency? Many things. That's the problem with their new artillery factory as well. They could probably produce 5 times as many shells if it wasn't covered in fucking OSHA rules and securities and all kinds. They've installed cranes for everything, so people don't have to lift anything because it'll cause repetitive fucking stress injuries or something.
My health and safety.
Furious Dan, the UK cannot be reformed. You must restore Britain.
Correct.
Valimir, Poland fully digitized its taxes a few years back. I simply log in to rubber stamp what the government prepared.
Sir?
Yeah, like that is the system we need because the government already knows what you owe them. They know, they keep track. Don't think for a second they don't keep track. The entire governmental tax system should literally be you popping by and going, yeah, probably.
Yeah, literally.
That's it. Silly Sailor, I really hope Rupert is our next PM, but I haven't heard any normies talk about him or Restore. It's possibly we are an echo chamber. I mean, it's always possible, but it's been a week.
Yeah, we're in the early stages, and like I said, I think we are polling sort of 3 or 4% at the moment. So we'll keep working on it.
Akabans 909. All I'm hearing is pretty words that won't survive contact with the bloated governmental bureaucracy, and everyone who benefits from it. These promises have been made before. Now that is a point. So to do this, you do need to be willing to go into the bureaucracy and actually start cutting tape, and that does need to again, like this can't be done via conversations anymore. You need to get the power to do it, and then move in and go like, okay, all of this is gone.
Well, if it helps, I did a conversation with him today that's out, and Rupert's a fan of Ayn Rand. Okay, so he's a real fan of Ayn Rand, really, really big fan. He hates the government. He wants to get rid of everything that he can get rid of. He's like Malay, genuinely, when it comes to the government.
Government needs to be reduced. It's been bloating endlessly for 100 years. It needs a very good trimming.
Yes.
Mason Miller. Don't grumble, Arch. Your ancestors spent centuries invading the British countryside because it was a paradise. Then we found America was better. Listen, we did indeed spend centuries invading the British countryside because compared to the Norwegian one, it was indeed better.
It really is. In the summer, it's the most beautiful place in the world.
But then we discovered oil, and now we don't need to anymore.
Well, then we invented central heating.
That's true. Powered by what? The Nowhere Man.
Look, we've got just as much. We've got more oil than you do. It's just that we're like genuinely retarded and don't tap it.
Yeah, are you extracting any of it?
No, because our governments are retards.
Oh, too fucking bad.
I know. It's so insufferable. It's so fucking insufferable. It's just so stupid. Like, Britain has got one of the highest coal reserves in all of the world. And it's really good quality coal as well. We've got 185 billion proven tons of coal under the earth, right? Good quality coal. That's enough basically forever, right? And then we've got like tons of oil in the North Sea. And our government's like, you know what we need? Solar panels. It's like, fucking solar panels in England? I mean, are you mental? We get the lowest number of sunshine hours. We get a lower number of sunshine hours than Alaska. It's so stupid. It's just like, oh God, I don't even know how to stop. It's just, fuck's sake, man. Like, come on. You wouldn't make it up.
The Noah Man cost DWP £200 per call with the translator. Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't know what DWP stands for, but the NHS was doing this, where they were hiring
Department of Work and Pensions.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, because what I found was the NHS were paying translators to speak to their patients. And of course, these translators, they don't work for fucking government wages. So you're paying...
Is there any reason that the government can't use ChatGPT?
Probably because they'd be legally liable or something. I guarantee you, there's something like that.
I guarantee that ChatGPT's translation system is going to be amazing. Absolutely amazing.
It is. Carson Casimir, the founding ethos of the US is a fundamentally British Enlightenment philosophy, particular from John Locke. John Locke. Correct. Locke.
Seriously, I'm just gonna find like sorry, no, you go on. I'm not gonna. I know that ChatGPT is going to be able to competently translate anything I want.
Walking corpse art saying Americans don't have the stomach for it. We re-elected Trump twice, yes, and then you lost Afghanistan and Vietnam and Iraq and every conflict you fought in. Listen, Americans don't have the stomach for when shit gets harsh. It's just the case. You don't need to be ashamed of it. Just recognize it and then change it.
America has the problem. It just doesn't have a military equal. Like it's a real shame for America, because Americans would love to fight armies. Americans are desperate to fight armies, but there aren't any armies who want to fight the Americans, and so they're left like bullying terrorist groups in backwards peasant villages, and that's not a glorious conquest. And also, it means you can't really do anything because they're not prepared to be the Romans about it, and so it's just like, sorry lads.
Yeah. And it puts them in the position that they move into a country, they bomb 500 sheep herders, they achieve a kill ratio of 2,000 to 1, but then that one American dies, and he gets flown home in a casket in a massive military plane, 500 cameras, like, oh my god, are we willing to sustain these casualties?
Yeah, it is. It is exactly that. It's exactly like that. Like in Europe, we don't even think like this, man. Like, you don't understand how sensitive you seem to us.
Imagine if the Russians thought like this. Jesus.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Vikins. People need to look up what an official language entails. All it is basically means is you can use it in a parliament and they have to accommodate it. There you go.
Yeah, but I don't want them accommodating foreign languages in my parliament.
Yeah, all an official language needs to mean is, does the majority of people speak it?
Yeah.
Okay, then accommodate the majority.
Yeah.
Marine Elva, Ramadan Kareem, watch out for the GLA truck. Thank you for the new shoes. Flint, I see that there is finally hope in the motherland. Is there any hope for Canada, or can we just become a colony again so we can have some hope? No. Canada still defines itself primarily by its opposition to America, so you're going to have to... For Canada to liberate itself, America must burn.
Honestly, I think Canada's demographics too far gone as well. Like, I just don't see how Canadians can walk it back now. A third of Canada's population is foreign. A third. Like, for us, it's like 18% or something, which is a lot for, foreign born. But for Canada, it's worse, man. It's way worse.
MacLeod, let's not forget The Handmaid's Tale is a
MacLeod!
good book. MacLeod.
It's fucking
Trick or treat.
MacLeod. It's just Scottish.
There's no you in there.
I don't disagree that Scottish is a strange and gay language, but it's still pronounced MacLeod.
Until he changes his name, it's MacLeod. Let us not forget The Handmaid's Tale is a Gunner book, and they heavily fantasize over this nonsense. Give me the tingles, is what they say. Yes.
Correct. They love it.
Handmaid's Tale is a Gunner book for women.
Yeah.
Wolf the Red, I'd volunteer to help liberate Britain and Sweden. I'm 47% English and 38% Scandinavian, so I view both as my ancient ancestral homelands.
They are.
Trevor, have you seen Disney Black History Superhero? No.
No. I can only imagine it's incredible, though.
Oh, Captain Durag. No, I have seen this. It's amazing.
You ignorant
Captain
slut.
what?
Durag.
Durag.
You know that stupid thing that black people tie on their heads, like the little like scarf? That's the Durag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's Captain Durag. He's Captain Durag.
I have not seen that.
It is pretty good. I can't deny. This is one step away from naming him Captain Watermelon.
Yeah. Mental. What are we doing here, folks?
Are you ready?
Nobody
to wreck
knows.
this yellow
Disney
mess
doesn't
fluttery,
fucking know either.
fluttery
Nobody knows. Animate Acumen. Asmongold looking like a happy kid at Christmas. Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's the goal. Christmases have all come at once for him.
Zoloxon, UK government must fall in its entirety, including the monarchy. I don't know, Dad. New system arise from its ashes. US must do the same. Is that more to you?
I don't think the monarchy's going anywhere. Weirdly, King Charles has actually handled the Prince Andrew stuff really well.
Yeah, the monarchy is too British. You don't want to. You're not going to restore Britain by getting rid of one of the most archetypically British things in there.
Yeah, but I mean, like everyone's like, "Oh, is Prince Andrew going to bring down the monarchy?" And it's like, no, because Charles just came out and was like, "Oh, he's not a prince anymore. He's kicked out of the palace. He's kicked out of the family. He's been arrested." No, Charles has actually played this really clever.
And a document. As far as I care, Trump got the ball rolling, which is more than I can say what came before him. I'm grateful for that, but where we go from here starts right now. Years of toil, but lightly ahead. Light ahead. Yep.
Yeah.
An expression of pain. Dear Sargon, I was reminiscing the other day when I watched your video on making and hurling slings and being part of a club that made and mailed them to each other. I was about 14 at the time, and now I'm nearly 30, married and with 2 kids. Time flies.
God, it was that long ago, was it? Fucking hell.
Time does flies.
I haven't done that in ages, to be honest.
YouTube, don't crash on me. Don't. Amanacumen, gentlemen, I have a solution. It may be Omega. Or Chiquito or Sargon, they heard swindle and thought it meant Swindon. Ah. That explains it. Upis, I'm not even a British person, second generation Nigerian immigrant, and even I am for Rupert Lowe. England is for the English, and millions must go. I mean, of course. I mean, the people who are already there legally are going to be like, I don't want more people to come in. Like, the system's already fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, it's totally true. Like, why would you not want the English to be the majority ethnic group of England? What's the argument?
Dark Innovator, Hail Arch, I wanted to ask Sargon, would it benefit Lowe to invest in a right-wing alternative to Plague and S&P rather than go for a full sweep? Plague and S&P. I don't know what those are.
Plaid Cymru and the Scottish National Party, the Welsh and Scottish ones. Like Restore Wales and Restore Scotland will likely come about.
And our Conlanierk? Are you people in your names? Art Sargon, I hope you're well. Have you followed the stuff from Nick Kandros and harmful opinions about Nuxtaku? As the right claws back bits of culture, do you see any value in calling out late-coming grifters? I fucking wish, but then that would be all I'd ever do.
No idea about any of that, I'm afraid. Yeah, I don't know any of those things. I haven't been following them at all.
I am painfully aware, chat, that this is just what's going to happen. We have been fighting for many years to make the right position not only acceptable but popular. The unfortunate and inevitable consequence of that will be that there will be a lot of people who will be like, yeah, I'm totally on board on this.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Fair
but on the plus
side,
yeah, but on the plus side, we're clearly doing very well. Like, yes. Our numbers recently have been superb. Rupert Lowe, like, I'm really close to Rupert Lowe and his team. You know, like, these guys, you know, I talk to them all the time. We're clearly doing a good job here. And so, you know, I do feel like we're winning, frankly, at least for now.
Yes. This is the unfortunate yet unavoidable consequence of winning, I'm afraid.
Yeah, no, it's totally true. Unfortunate grifters.
It is going to piss me off in a few years when when a lot of the content creators for 40K also are going to be like, yeah, no, I was always secretly right wing.
Yeah, the Imperium are the good guys. It's like, shut up.
Yep. I can't wait for people like Valorek to come out in a few years like, yeah, the Imperium are actually correct. Like, oh.
Are they?
Avikins, Sergeant Troopers, Ultimate Bug War.
I'm just glad to hear you say it.
Ultimate Bug War will be when it releases. Then I'll play. The pitch on. All of this situation can be
When's
avoided or
Warhammer
solved.
Total War out?
What now?
And when's Warhammer Total War out?
Oh, the 40k one?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, are we... Do we have a
When's
massive
that?
delay?
I think we do. Hang on a second.
Yeah, I think we...
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Right, okay. Yeah, we did have a delay there. Sorry, yeah. When's Warhammer 40k out?
No announcement yet, but
War.
probably this year? Oh.
Well, that's something.
Yep. We will see about that. Lord Colonel Spartan, the Avenge Party. I do like the sound of it. The pitch on all of the situation can be avoided or solved with absolute free speech, which is the thing the left has been enjoying and the right have been deprived.
Well, yeah, but I don't think we're going to get that anytime soon.
Probably not. Also, let's see if I can find that thing. Oh, God. Is this even recording? No, it's not doing anything. There was somebody who mentioned a little... Ah, there we go. A comedy bit about Dunkirk that was like 2 minutes long. Might have a look at that. I'll wrap things up.
My favourite bit of British history is Dunkirk. Here is what fucking whips about Dunkirk. What was, on paper at the time, the greatest empire history had ever known, fucked it so badly. They had to go cap in hand to the working people of their own country and go, listen up, chaps, spot a bother. Do you remember the lads? Now, as you may recall, we recently borrowed the lads and took them on a little trip to give Jerry a bit of a thrashing.
Yeah, the problem was he relied on the French.
There have been some teething problems
Sorry, I
with
forgot
that.
to watch stream.
Jerry, not quite as compliant as we had hoped. The upshot of it is, the lads are on a beach. Now, I know that sounds good. But it's not a good beach. You see, you're picturing pebbly, cold. It's more bomby, if I had to put it. And so, of course, we need to get the lads off of the beach forthwith, as I'm sure you'll agree.
You
and in order to do that, we're going to need a lot of boats. And you're probably thinking, what about the famous British Navy? And I will level with you. Don't get me started on the fucking Navy! The Navy is not in play. So...
Actually, no, the Navy did help, though. Eh.
We're just wondering if you...
Sorry, why would we be shitting on the British Navy? Like, of all the things you could shit on us for, the Navy ain't fucking one of them.
You chaps wouldn't mind stopping what you're doing and, popping over and getting the lads. And they went and got the lads. Not because it was their job, but because no other fucker was going to do it. And that is dad shit. Turning up at Dunkirk, like, did you and your friends have a nice time? If you're going to be sick, do it over the side, all right?
Listen, I am a history person. This man is wrong.
Yeah.
And that makes it a lot less funny for me.
Yeah, libtard comedian, wrong about stuff.
Now, there were actually a lot of small boats being sent over to Dunkirk as well, but the primary portion of the evacuation was indeed carried out by the British Royal Navy.
Shock and surprise.
Shock and surprise. Who fortunately also elected to leave the French on the beach because fuck them. They were supposed to hold the flank. They
Suddenly,
didn't.
I don't feel so bad about what The French are constantly screwing us, man. So suddenly I don't feel so bad about it.
Yeah. Fuck the French. That's just how it is. Now, as to why the Germans didn't attack, well, one, they were fucking so strung up on meth at the time that they could barely recognize they were at their location. Much less actually continue forward. And two, they had been driving for like a week straight, so they're a bit tired. There's no guarantee they could have overrun the British had they tried. And there's also the fact that Hitler was just too much of a little softy puss on this occasion as well. And Goering, that fat retard, as always, was like, Hitler, I can bomb them into submission. He said that several times, and he was never, ever right.
What I like about this is that you don't dislike Goering for being a Nazi. You dislike him for being a fat retard.
I do dislike him for being a fat retard. Like, Goering is like one of the worst people to have ever lived on every level. Like, he used to be like this Giga Chad flying ace, top physical condition, one of the highest scoring aces of the First World War. And then he turned into this pudgy, frumpy retard who didn't know anything about anything and failed his way into positions of power. He is the representation of the ultimate fall of man. How deep you can tumble if you just let yourself go.
All right. I mean, yeah, I knew he was a bad guy, but now I'm really convinced.
I fucking hate Goering. I hate Goering a lot.
I can tell.
Sloxon, I'm happy to harvest the organs. And we stop it there. Listen.
No further context needed.
Streamlabs may allow you to say it, but that don't mean YouTube's gonna fucking allow it. Come. But thank you for the $5 regardless. Adam Decuman, I shall be asking tomorrow why you were blocked in Friday Night Arcade. I'm looking forward to a ban.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to finding out, because I honestly had no idea until I just checked out his profile. So I was like, oh. Genuinely, I was upset by it. I thought we were buds. So it's like, oh.
What shigador? It was Obama stating they are just undocumented Americans, making every American just documented or not. Obama was a mistake. Boog, don't need to win arguments to win, just cheat. That is true. Cheating has been proven to be very effective. Urashima Otaru, if you are a hyphen American, deported. Yeah. We have the power to define American and or English. We do know. We understand. We can do it. It's not impossible.
If you've got to hyphenate yourself, you're not really an American.
Zaloxon, the majority of the US population has the stomach. The issue is the fuckers who don't go to work and spend all day shrieking, soccer moms and politicians. And the media. Enigma, what if Gabe does a Ready Player style... Oh, and then YouTube died. Come back to me, YouTube. The YouTube servers keep running out of RAM.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't
it? Ready Player style contest for who owns Steam. I mean, all I care about is that we preserve Gabe's head in a jar so that he can make all of the decisions.
I just want to put him on a golden throne so he can live forever and be the god emperor of mankind.
Are you ready to rut this yellow?
And every year,
I just think PC gaming needs it.
There'll be a yearly ritual where the head of the Steam board will travel to the throne, and he'll go up to it, up on the steps, bow down, and go, Gaben, can we sell out to Microsoft? And he will always respond with but a single word. No.
I just want to sacrifice 1,000 console players to our Lord Gaben every day.
Yep. It's very, very simple. Marksman, play 1 Million Amelias by Scarboroughs. No. You know why? Because if I do, you'll stop donating to me for it.
But we've done it already. Haven't we?
I think so.
I thought we had.
Mr. Frenzy, hey Carl, Godspeed to you and everyone at Restore Britain. With any luck, Starmer will stay as stubborn as he is now for the next 3 years, giving you boys more time to spread the word.
Yeah, I know, it's really weird. Like, instantly I flipped from resign now, Starmer, to fucking hell, Starmer, if you resign, I'm going to be pissed off. Hold the line, Starmer! Hold the line!
So you prefer 3 years of him selling off your country?
Well, yeah, because it'll be a false victory if Nigel Farage wins.
Ah, that's true, yeah.
It'll be just bullshit.
Anyway, Ackerman, I'm less interested in being the global police and more about keeping the Western Hemisphere secure. As we were supposed to, we can still be friendly.
Yeah.
An expression of pain? Arch, you catamite. I wish I was a catamite. How much does one of you have to pay for you to read and listen to a book? I decided for a laugh to read some Age of Sigmar books. Age of Sigmar. Thousands of dollars. And found something that I would like to see your reaction towards. Might be a good April Fool's Law video.
Buttery butt.
Cracknos by David Gaiman. Listen, I would rather read more Milking Farm than Age of Sigmar.
Trick or treat.
Is it that bad, is it?
I smell your
Yes.
feet.
I mean,
Besides, the worst about Milking Farm is just the 123 mentions of balls over the course of 200 pages.
Are you ready to
And the
run
vivid
this
description
yellow
of the
buttery,
seam.
Buttery butt.
That's bad too.
Oh, God.
But, like, that's not too bad. But Age of Sigmar law is infinitely worse.
Women and their Guna books, honestly.
Yeah. Killer Zalia Vault. The capture of Maduro is proof that the US can fight. What happens in Afghanistan now proves that it was done on purpose for the military-industrial complex.
Well, no one doubts that the US can fight.
Yes.
I mean, that was never in question. Like, holy shit. We're sure you can kill things.
That's the problem. We know you can blow shit up. The question is, can you win?
Yeah. Do you have the courage to blow up stuff that you shouldn't be blowing up?
Benny U51, the most right-wing province in Canada, is almost 30% Asian. Quotation mark on Asian.
What, Alberta? I thought Alberta was the most right-wing province.
I have no idea. Boom. As far as I'm concerned, whatever age the government can shove a gun into your hands and make you charge a machine gun nest is the age you are an adult, with all the rights thereof.
Which is a fair argument, to be honest.
Yes. Bleffiger, Captain Durag is more discriminatory than the Boondocks. The only people who hate poor black people in the 1900s Germans is rich black women. Captain Durag.
The Nazis didn't hate black people.
They didn't, really.
They didn't really think about black people.
No.
Like, black people were not really very... No, not really. They hated the Slavs. And the Jews. But, like, they didn't hate black people.
Yeah.
They didn't think well of them, don't get me wrong. Like, they weren't like, oh, yeah, those blacks are great. You know, I love them. But they really didn't have that much to say about them, did they?
Yeah. The blacks weren't ruining their country at the time. That was a different group. Or so they claimed.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that was their opinion, yeah.
Carson Casimir, can I get a Dunkirk comedy reaction? Yeah, we hated it.
Yeah.
Massive guy, I just checked. Apparently, as of 2022, there was 27% of the Canadian population on disability. Also get Metatron on. Stop being a Norwegian about asking.
Yeah, Metatron's a good guy.
But then I have to bother Shad. I don't want to bother people. I hate bothering people.
Can't you just DM him yourself?
I can't, because he's got the thing on when you can't DM people unless you follow each other.
Oh, right. Does he not follow you?
No.
Ah, wow. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Not very special, are you?
You need to get him to follow me first, chat. Mars Jin, Arch, have you watched Tom and Dom's latest Big Brain? I have not.
No, what is it?
I don't know. That's why I haven't watched it.
I haven't seen it either.
Marksman, you watch Asmongold's AI song, not Amelia. One AI song is much the same as the other AI song.
Yeah.
B Prince, hey, Carl, I'm concerned about Lowe saying he'll put men and women up for election. He must know, be told the women must be expected to break and run when the enemy charges. Be cautious.
No, you do not understand the British political system if you think like that.
The Iron Lady.
British women are some of the most racist in the world.
Yes, where would Britain be without the tantrum of a certain Iron Lady?
Exactly. She was in power for like 13 years.
Marksman, Razorfist fell in some drama months ago. People dragged up his ex-girlfriend in a video that looked like him jerking off, but was a troll video. He was involved in the Goonagate fiasco. Saga may have got caught up in that as he blocked a lot.
No way. I mean, I didn't even know about any of that, so this is completely news to me. But I don't think it's that.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I may not be special enough for Metatron, but Razorfist still follows me.
Oh, fuck off. I have no idea why you'd block me.
Small victories.
I literally have no fucking idea.
Molnar, both of you should review Falling Down, showing the decay from the 90s and for laughing at the end. You could take a look at the Case to Boy, Cameron's conference rap while having Saga on Insight.
Oh, Falling Down's a classic film.
Cassette Boy.
Cassette Boy.
There you go.
Cassette Boy's shit.
There you go. She's shit.
Cassette Boy is the same as Banksy, where it's like regime approved, edgy.
City Sailor, art is wrong. I am not. We've actually returned thousands of French from Dunkirk. It was the MacLeods, so the 51st Highland Division who held flank while the English and French ran. MacLeods. And you didn't evacuate them, you little fuck. You know what you did? You shifted them further down the coast so the Germans could capture them slightly later.
What do you think evacuation means?
Yeah. Listen here. They literally just shifted them further down the coast and then just dropped them off again. And the Germans were like, why did you bring them back?
Oh, did you see that YouTube had demonetized the Dungeon Soup channel?
The what now? Dungeons?
Have you not heard of Dungeon Soup?
No.
Oh my god, I'm going to send you the best thing in the world. Hang on a second. You're going to fucking love it. We've got to watch it. It's only like 2 minutes long. It's got a whole channel of this, but it's really good. And you're going to love it.
Okay.
Oh my god, this is so funny. I'm going to send you the compilation one, right? But just watch the first video. This is a compilation of all their stuff. But it's just the first video. It's so fucking funny.
Let's see.
I can't believe you haven't seen this. I'm in fact genuinely shocked.
Chaotic good barbarian?
Yeah.
You may have defeated me, hero, but so long as my phylactery remains hidden, I shall simply revive where it lies. The f*** is the matter with you? You already defeated me.
I may not be able to finish you for good, but I can stop you from hurting anyone else.
But you forget, hero. My undead form will simply regenerate.
Which is why at the start of each day, I'll cut off your limbs again.
You what?
Think I'll cut out that pretty little tongue, too, so you can't cast those pesky spells. And I'll sharpen a pole, stick it up inside you, out through your mouth, and wear you on my back, a wriggling trophy for all to see.
What the f***, dude? Okay, here. My false eye. It's my phylactery. You sick f***. Huh?
Or maybe Maybe I do kill you. Let you rejuvenate inside my bowels. Just to know what it feels like.
You're a monster.
Okay, that is pretty good.
What's next on this? I tried to show these to my wife, and my wife's never played D&D, and she didn't fucking get it at all. She's never played a D&D game with V. You know, it's like...
Well, what do we have here? A little man in little armor, clinking and clanking around my lair like a tin can full of dog shit. Do you truly think your little toothpick sword and your tiny baby shield will protect you? Do you know not who I am, you little shit? I am the Ancient. I am the Land. I am the Lord of Darkness Eternal. I could f*** you up with barely a pinky finger, you little shit, intruding on my f***ing domain. I could rip your spine out with my eyes closed, my hands tied behind my... Damn it! How can this be? What a cruel twist of fate. And isn't it like 9 p.m.? Oh, fucking daylight savings. Oh, but what is this? You give mercy? And you give water? Oh, thank you, friend. Yes, give it to me. Is that fucking holy water? Oh, why are you doing this to me? What did I do? Ooh, are you cooking breakfast on my smoldering corpse? Can I have some?
I told you it's good, didn't I?
Why did they demonetize this?
Yeah, I know, right? Why? It's just really good content. I think they think it's AI.
It's obviously not AI.
Yeah, but an AI bot might not be able to obviously tell that it's obviously not AI.
I mean,
So
maybe,
it looks like YouTube was just scraping YouTube with its AI bots, and they're like, "Oh, something animated. That's probably AI slop. We better get rid of that." It's like, okay, this is the opposite of slop, you fucking retards. This is really good content.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm all for YouTube just absolutely scraping out anything that even vaguely resembles AI. I want their livelihoods, channels destroyed and ripped up through the fucking root. I want their corpses dragged through the streets as a fucking warning to everybody else. But this isn't that.
Yeah, this is not AI slop. Don't get rid of this, YouTube.
Oh, it's obviously not. Oh, God.
It's insufferable, isn't it? It's like, but it was genuinely a hilarious series. Every episode is just a banger. And these guys obviously work really hard on it.
Yeah.
And YouTube's like, yeah, no, fuck you. Fuck you. We've got AI slop of like some guy mining gold nuggets, that we've got to fucking show to people. And it's like that, for fuck's sake, YouTube.
Yes. I mean, there are entire channels uploading like 6-hour compilations of bagpipe music, all animated. Each episode like 40 gigabytes large, just raping YouTube servers. And that's allowed.
It's insufferable, isn't it?
Oh God, here we go. Right, so this is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my entire life. So it's a channel. It uploads constant videos. They're all like massive. Oh no, this is another one. This is shorter. Okay, this isn't the worst part.
Yeah.
This is fine.
I mean, look at the fucking girls with underwear in the fucking thumbnail, YouTube.
Yes. Like, this also should be banned, but there was an even worse bagpipe channel that just every video was like 10 hours long, like 20, 30 gigabytes, just destroying the server infrastructure system. Ugh.
I remember you showing it. It's just mental.
I hate it.
What are we doing, YouTube?
I hate it so much.
Yeah.
Defy the Blade. Paris peace accords exist. Everyone else, you lost Vietnam. The same way every time you Euros did peace accords or similar, lost to conflict despite you saying you won, I guess. Listen. If there's a peace, we won. We finished it.
The great thing about being... The great thing about Europeans is that they're on both sides of every conflict.
Yeah.
And usually the cause of every conflict. So in a sort of technical sense, you can say, yeah, we won all the time.
Yeah.
Because we were the ones fighting each other.
And you can't bring up like, oh, the French lost Vietnam. They're the French.
Yeah.
We can just disavow
any responsibility for that.
Yeah, we can just disavow. Italians too.
Yeah.
And we're through. We're at the end. We finished it. We've survived. Oh, never mind. Raphaite Alostro, Dungeon Soup also included jokes in the English subtitles of this video. And Massive Dog. Since Sargon likes Dungeon Soup, there's a good chance leftists will try to force Dungeon Soup to disavow Sargon.
Well, I don't care if they do or not. I'm still going to enjoy the content. I've been disavowed by worse.
Oh, and Johnson Smith asked Shad about Metadon. I'll give him a large super asking to pass your Metadon info. That's making it extremely awkward. Yes, and being the way I am, I want you to give me that money and not to anybody else. Fine. I'll message Shad. God damn it. All right. Very well. We are now through all of our super chats. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your super generous donations today as well. And thank you, Sargon, for hanging out with me today.
Anytime, man.
And we will see you all again very soon, chat. Till then, have a good night, chat.